Yeah, I think so. Step one is get back to base.
Yeah. Here, okay, let's do this.
All right.
Uh, you drive the Klops today.
Okay.
I'll hop out and we're going to go home, and by home
Yep.
we are going to go to base to pick up some stuff and to drop
We
off some stuff.
we don't actually need to take any. We can just take the clops there. We can leave the prawn suit out here.
We could leave the prawn suit out here. That's very true.
Like, because like we're gonna be revisiting this exact spot. You know.
Yeah, okay. There's still two sea moths for some reason. Okay.
Well, you want to take a sea moth?
We could take a sea moth, but there'd be a point where we would just no longer be able to take the sea moth.
Oh, speaking of points we can't take, Cyclops is reporting 500 depth.
Oh, well, this is easy to fix. Just go over to the module bay, uh, unplug it, plug it back in.
There are no modules in here.
That worked for me.
Huh. Okay, there are now modules in here. Strange.
Maybe the Cyclops just likes me.
Okay, so first things first. So where we are heading in the long term is down there. We have lava reef zone.
Yeah, lava reef zone is the deepest thing we've seen.
And so we're gonna head down there, and we're gonna build a small base down there. But first, before we do that, we have to go grab the stuff to do that.
Speak,
So,
speak,
Powering up.
Speaking of just building stuff, normally I would not want to build things into the Cyclops, but we could probably build temporary storage if we needed to in here.
yeah, we might need a couple lockers in here for like this quick trip. We can use the lockers as ways to store.
Building materials.
Yeah. Oh, I need to eat a food. I think I have a fish downstairs.
Yeah, we have stuff downstairs. And if not, just hop out, grab a fish, grab his snacks. Actually,
Yeah.
where is... There we go.
Oh,
Yeah, you're going to experience some wiggling. I took over piloting when you went downstairs to get food. It wiggled a bit for me, too, when you were piloting. Not a whole lot.
I am not familiar with that game. Phantasmophobia.
I've heard of Phantasmagoria.
Yeah, Phantasmagoria I'm familiar with. That's
And Phantasmagoria 2, Puzzle of
2,
Flesh.
The Flesh.
Yeah,
The rat game.
the rat game. Where Kaz trains his pet rat to retrieve his wallet from behind his couch.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Doing a little bit of wiggling, but base is straight ahead.
One thing I want to check before we go. Okay. Leaving the prawn suit behind is actually highly convenient because it's just a marker of where we should go.
Yes. I mean, we know we're going to Blood, but...
Yeah, do you want to drive? I just took over because you were getting some food.
Oh yeah, I'll take over and driving.
Swapsies. Yep.
Oh.
Do not be away. Do not be concerned.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. It's actually great. The only bad thing is if I get off, I might not be able to get back in because I am not swimming right now. I have oxygen too. I'm like cool.
Boy, it thinks you're way deeper than I am.
I'm actually way higher. I'm actually a few meters higher than you are.
No, I'm at surface.
Don't worry about it. This is such a good mod. It makes me happy.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so...
Sponk. No Man's Sky makes you appreciate how intuitive the building in Subnautica is. Yeah, you just kind of... Wait a second. Hold on. I cannot build a building on top of the clops.
Alright, gonna park.
Man, if I can just get... If I could breach, maybe I'll begin swimming after...
Oh my god. Are you stuck walking?
Yeah. Okay, this is fine.
Go, how about go to the entry, shit.
No, stay where you are. I'm going to try to leap into... Yeah, this will work. I just have to jump and click on the entrance bay.
Oh my god.
There we go.
Hey there. Okay. So, let's get over to house.
I might go a little closer to the house. Because we have a lot of stuff to unload in the house.
Yeah. What's a wall locker? It's like...
Wall locker is just a titanium, I think. And then you add a quartz to get actual locker.
Oh, we're gonna need actual locker. Okay. We do not have a lot of titanium.
Yeah, we might have to go on some titanium runs. That's usually fairly painless, though.
Engine powering down.
Okay. First things first, grab any dying power cells out of the clops.
Yeah, I'm just quick grabbing. Grabbing an assortment of stuff that we might need.
Oh, spammy B. Did anything break yet? Nothing major. I had to ghost ride the whip for a little while.
Yeah.
My inventory full? Basically. Okay, well. I have some titanium to unload.
Alright, so where'd you park?
Right by the base. Let's see if it disagrees.
Oh yeah. I have some disagreement.
Alright, well, I'll start... Get the power cells charging, and then I'll start unloading the Cyclops.
Yeah.
And then maybe it'll sync up.
It'll probably sync up. It's 300 away. I can just get in the dang steam off and, like, go.
Just quickly building some power cell chargers.
Alright, I gotta rebuild my fabricator here quick.
So, the base is about to run out of power, so I'll have to go handle that.
Oh.
That's fine. That's easy stuff.
Yeah, I'm grabbing... Oh, I don't have room for creep vine. No. God, I love that it does the Skyward Sword just like not recognizing that I know like every time I come in.
Yeah, it's like, you don't know what creep vines are. What the hell? How would you know? Also, the bulbo plants. All the plants are back.
Yeah, all the plants are back. All right, I put some in there so it'll start.
I filled mine up. Okay, let me unload, then I'll start pulling stuff out of the... Where should I put kyanite at? I'm gonna put kyanite in the
We might
thing.
want to bring it with.
There's gonna be some stuff we might want to build right now with kyanite.
Okay.
Let's determine. Okay, let me unload, and then we'll determine if that is true or not.
Like, we might want to build those 2 modules.
Yeah. Okay, I have a bunch of stuff in my inventory because I pulled all of the modules out of the... I'm just gonna put everything in here because I pulled everything out of the prom before I put it into the docking bay. So there's just a bunch of like, ooh, break limestone.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. You want to get in there, and then I'm gonna see if it starts sinking.
All systems online.
Can you get in the driver's seat?
Yeah, I'll see if it begins sinking.
Like, well, and then engine's active.
Ah. Can't turn the key unless you're gripping the wheel. 10 and 2.
As long as you're gripping the wheel, it starts sinking.
It's funny that sink is almost the same as sink. Yeah. When in fact it is supposed to be rising. While I'm doing this, I can't look at the PDA. 10 and 2. 10 and 2. Can't open the PDA when.
Cannot. All right, hold on. Here comes over the horizon.
Well, while we're doing this, review what we might want the kyanite for.
Majestic. All right.
Okay.
Now I can get on board.
So before we do anything else, I want to go sleep because it's nighttime for me.
Oh.
I know we can just use console commands, but if I sleep, I'll be able to eat these delicious plants.
All right. So I'm building a couple lockers in here. I don't know, you know, we might have problems with them, but
well, all we'll have to do is remember to take them out before we go.
yeah.
Otherwise, they can become ghosts and will haunt us. Popping some Reggies and Bladdos into the fish pond.
Oh yeah. I'll have to cook some of those.
Okay, let me start unloading shit we don't need from the clops.
Okay, I went ahead and put like a bunch of kind of like useful materials in the in one of the first lockers I made.
Yeah.
Just for like, hey, we want to make a couple buildings out in Lava Reef Zone, right? So like a bit of gold and silver. So in case we don't find some on the way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's a bunch of rotting bulbo samples.
That's a good question. Hold on.
Yeah.
Infected.
Oh yeah, so it's the story mode stuck. That's nice.
Wow, I didn't expect that. I very much expected that to not work. And the bulbos are big enough. No, they're not. They're growing. They're at 99% bulbo. Come on.
Okay, we have 10 quartz in the Cyclops. So we might be good for.
This growing bulbo tree claims to be at 100%.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
There it is, bulbo tree. Now I'm not hungry anymore. All right, I'm gonna take a look. So blueprints. Kyanite.
It's going to be stuff to do with the... Actually, while we're here,
So
we need to make our depth modules.
okay. So do we have how much kyanite do we have?
A lot. Check in the locker to the right of the Titanite locker, and you should find a fair amount of kyanite there.
So we have 2 prawn depth modules we need to make, which each need 3 kyanite, and we can make a cyclops depth module, which also needs 3 kyanite.
Yeah, we basically need 9.
There's also we could make the thermoreactor for the prawn suit.
That's useful, but not necessary.
We can make...
We have 10, so we basically can just make what we need.
Yeah, because it's 9 for...
And if we go to the place, we can perhaps make some more.
And that's why I want to sort of build a
little base, a micro base.
Yeah, an outpost. Taking a look, what's aerogel?
Aerogel is ruby plus gel.
Okay, so we that's not kind of yeah, it looks like the depth modules and the thermo modules are the biggest thing. So, all right. So we want 2 prawn depth modules. All right, I'll go make the depth modules here.
Okay.
So
before we do that,
uh-huh.
if I forgot to pull the depth module out of the prawn. That's actually it. Blood.
We can make a modification station in.
Yeah, we can just yank this mod station and bring it with us when we're done.
Yeah. I'll bring the stuff that's required.
Let me get my tools.
So, plasteel ingot.
Okay, that's what I'll do. You start working with what we've got. I'm going to take a sea moth out and go on a titanium run.
Yeah, I need some titanium right now is the missing... Actually, we need a lot of it.
So maybe we should both go on titanium runs.
Well, yeah, let me... First things first, I can just make the first module. Actually, no. Not yet. Okay, so I'm going to put all the stuff in here, and let's go on a titanium run, right?
I turned the beacons off for the sea moths, but suddenly we need them.
1 sea moth's over at Big Hole. 1 sea moth's right here. And by that I mean,
yeah, where is the other sea moth?
Right there.
Oh no! Now we don't need any depth modules for this.
No. The other sea moth I can go get. It's over at Big Hole. I can go to Big Hole, crush this sea moth, and get the other sea moth. That's what I'm gonna head towards Big Hole for my...
Yeah, I'm just gonna head towards the Aurora, and I have a new motion to pass.
Okay.
I would like to make an official name for the 2 sea moths.
Okay, instead of number 26 and 27?
Yeah, because the numbers have always been wrong. You just avoid the moon pool real carefully. The numbers have always been wrong.
Yeah.
I posit...
If somebody can count all the deaths and give us the correct numbers, that'd be great.
Yeah. I say we should just call them Seamoth 420 and Seamoth 69.
69. Okay. That sounds pretty nice. Alright, which one do you have? I guess I'm gonna go crush Seamoth 666 here.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's how we do it. Single use Seamoth. It's renewable.
Mhm.
And by that I
It's
mean we
gonna-
can literally create it from the ether.
Alright, I already found some metal salvage on the way, so
Yeah,
feel good about.
That's what I was going to be gandering for. Although,
Also, scans would be a good source. If you just find a, like a ship.
I abandoned my scanner and have no inventory. My
Oh,
plan
okay.
was just to pick up a bunch of salvage by the Aurora.
Yeah, because I'm finding, like, sea moth fragment and stuff like that, just as a source. Wait, yes, sea moth fragment from the sea moth.
Yeah. Well, speaking of the, there's a lot of large titanium deposits by the Aurora.
Huh.
But that would require taking the prawn out of the
That's dangerous.
clops, and we only want to do that once.
Yeah. That could result in destruction of the...
Of the prawn.
Alright. Can I get down to crush depth?
Big Hole certainly has 200 meters. And I'm finding a shitload of salvage.
Alright. Goodbye, Seamoth 666.
You were never wanted.
You know the part of Metal Gear Solid 3 where you get past all the ghosts of guards you killed?
How many sea moths do we have to get past? Break limestone.
There it goes.
Okay, I heard that explode, and I got very scared, because I thought, oh no, shit. Oh god, it wasn't mine.
Not gonna steal the power cell because that one was made as a temporary...
Yeah, that one...
fake sea-
We should
that would
yank
be-
the power cells out of the sea moths before we go on our
Right.
adventure, but...
Well, because that power cell was a cheater's power cell.
Yeah,
Like,
some of
that
our
one
power
was-
cells probably are cheater power cells, but unless someone specifically calls them out, you gotta have receipts.
Yep. Alright, on my way back, and I'm keeping an eye out for salvage and scans.
I have 4 or 5. I have
Oh.
9 salvage.
Okay, that's probably just gonna be... We're probably good with what we have then. Because I've got like... I think I've got like 16 titanium total. Again, I'm just like scanning laser cutter fragments.
I might as well get some more while I'm here.
Yeah, ain't gonna hurt. We can always turn it into like reinforcements.
Hey, why are you biting me? I wanted your salvage. Did I take it? I didn't. Where did it even go? Bastard. Break limestone.
Alright, yeah.
Because if we're going to need plasteel ingots, each of those is 10.
Yeah, I just found a down ship that we had already been in, but it had a ton of
Scans.
scans that we just never touched.
Yeah.
And every scan is worth 2, so... Am I at a full inventory yet? I have 6 spots remaining. Alright, let me try to fill up this inventory then. And then we'll... I'm gonna call that good. Alright, on my way back.
Strange that titanium is the metal that they use to make all their stuff out of. Titanium is very strong and very light, but why are they still using steel? Steel has material properties that are superior to titanium.
I guess the biggest question would be, like, how it works underwater?
Well, they didn't design the
Actually, they
Aurora
didn't
with
design the Aurora for under,
for
yeah,
underwater. It's like that episode of Futurama where they go to Atlanta.
Yeah. Good old Atlanta.
The pressure outside is 600 atmospheres. How many atmospheres was the ship designed for? Well, it's designed to go into space, so between 0 and 1. Okay,
I've got an inventory. You've got an inventory.
I've got 16 times 4 titanium.
Alright.
Return to base.
Good.
Futurama was not allowed a dignified death, and that makes me sad.
3 times?
It was uncancelled, I believe, twice, yes.
Which... It's kind of hilarious to me because it has a strong ending multiple times.
Mm-hmm. But each time it came back, it got a little worse. Not allowed to rest peacefully.
Oh, the food is dead. Alright,
Food is still... How are our fish? Okay, do you see any fish? I guess I'll
hold
check
I
on
gotta-
fish while I go
I have
there.
to go power the damn building, because my building doesn't even have enough power to use my...
You should probably deconstruct the desalinator.
Yeah, that thing's probably doing a lot. Weight, titanium for weight, sure. If you're trying to get...
Yeah, if you're trying to escape space, then yeah.
Okay, I can see the fish. Yeah, the fish are happening.
Okay, we have a lot of titanium now. I'm going to go destroy the desalinator after harvesting from it one last time.
Alright, I'm powering the damn base again on my end, so now I can use the... Alright, goodbye, Hey, this thing got us a shit ton of water,
Did
so...
get us a lot of water. And it has an aerogel. How many aerogel did you need?
I think it was just 1 for the thing I was looking at, so...
Maybe we can recycle.
Alright, I'm gonna quick turn these metal salvage into... titanium. I'm putting them all in the titanium locker.
Yeah, there was the titanium locker was full, so one of the lockers by the mod station is now titanium locker 2.
Okay. Ah, well, let me fill that up then, too. And, these for my pocket. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna grab all the stuff to make the modules then. So...
Is your sea moth over here?
So, plasteel ingot. I'm gonna just start making the stuff here.
I'm stealing the power cell from your sea moth.
Sure. Okay, we might need more lithium. Actually, I think we have a lot of lithium.
Let's check the wall locker near your fabricator should have lithium in it. Let me check. We have 4 lithium. We might need more.
We might... Oh! Yeah, I think that's gonna be enough for 2 of these? Maybe. Well, alright, hold on. So, resources, make a titanium ingot. Titanium ingot made, make a plasteel ingot. Plasteel ingot made, and then I need inventory.
Do we have any... Ooh. We picked up some sulfur. How much sulfur do we have?
Oh, I think we're good on lithium, just barely.
Okay, we might actually need more. Because we can make jump jets, but the jump jets require lithium.
How much? We have 2 extra.
Did we have exactly enough?
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go steal the module now from the... Oh, well, hold on, I need the modification station.
It's just,
Oh, you didn't steal it, okay.
it's still in here.
Alright. So, grabbing the module. I'm gonna have to, like, reverse engineer it, of course, as usual.
Ooh, okay.
What up?
Let me just examine some things real quick.
Is it cool if I unbuild the...
Oh yeah, do everything you need to do. I'm just,
Okay,
I'm planning.
Sure, just making sure it wasn't like a...
Like stealing shit I need? Nah.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a choice to make.
Sure.
What did we need the aerogel for the heat efficiency module? No.
All right, so Cyclops Depth Module 3 is now created. I can't make the prawn ones, actually, at this moment. I can't make either of those. I can't, because the prawn is parked in the Cyclops, and we can't take that out.
Oh no, the one in the prawn is in my inventory.
Oh, you took that out? Okay, good.
Yeah, but the one for
The far one.
the far one, which means we might just take the.
So we're gonna have to take the modification station with us, and then...
Well, we can just put it in the Clops. It'll run in the Clops.
Crush depth now 1700.
Very deep. Where is modification station? Okay, prawn depth module Mark II, 2 lithium, 2 kyanite. No, 3 kyanite, 2 lithium, and a Mark 1. I only have 4 lithium. So
I'm holding 2 in my inventory.
We're gonna need some more.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on an adventure then to pick up some lithium.
All right. Hold on. Can you give me the depth module for the prawn, or did you put that in? Oh, here it is.
Well, that's prawn Mark II.
All right. I need yours to upgrade yours.
Hold on a second.
Well, because right. Sorry, this prawn Mark II that we have sitting here is fake. Have you considered building a garden on your sub? Yes.
Yes, and it worked. It worked until we left and came back. Then it didn't work.
Effectively, we can't build.
We can't build permanent things
structures
in the Cyclops because of the mod. Yeah.
Yeah. They desync in location very badly.
Where's my prawn? Okay, I'm gonna put the prawn thing in there. That one in there was this one in here. This prawn Mark II here is illegal.
Yeah.
Actually, wait, hold on a second. There's a gel sack in here. I can just make some aerogel.
Oh yeah, okay, that's easy. So we don't have to use the. All right, so I'm taking your prawn suit Mark 1. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Logical. So what happens is if we build permanent structures in the Cyclops, they desync in location and players and just end up somewhere out in the sea.
Yeah, they become attached and unattached in odd and mysterious ways.
It's super weird. I think that's everything I need for this. All right, I now am currently holding a legal module. So prawn suit module 2 is currently is legal in.
Ground Dawn is getting 3 titanium.
Sure.
Okay, if I build a thermal module, what do I need? 5 titanium, 2 magnetite aerogel. Okay, so we can make a thermal plant.
That'll power our.
That'll power the base.
Okay.
The other thing, we need some lithium and some. But we basically need some lithium for prawn suit jump jet upgrade. That is the thing we're going to want. But we also, I think we are just barely going to be short, so I might just run out real quick to go get some lithium.
Okay, I'm gonna start packing away stuff into the Cyclops. So for the actual journey here.
Yeah, and disassemble and pack up any furniture you might want to bring with us, like maybe a power cell charger.
Oh yeah,
and the modification station.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing that then. We've got 3 of these power cell chargers, so one of them can just come with us.
Okay.
Take the modification station.
Yeah, we have lots of extra power because we got 3 extra power cells. And the fastest place I can think of to get lithium is how far is it to? You can get lithium in lots of places, but the only one that I can immediately think of is Mountain Island.
Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna start packing into the Cyclops.
It's SG-1. Don't care about SG-1. That will
Yeah.
take me where I want to go, but not... Okay, how far is Blood from Mountain Island?
Well, Blood is our destination.
Yeah, Blood is the... I was thinking that maybe we could meet up there.
Okay.
Mountain Island's out of the way, but not so far out of the way that a prawn will... I mean, a sea moth will get there really quickly.
Yeah. I still have a little bit of packing to do. Because I gotta grab I'm grabbing any materials I like that we might use for
Base building. Just like generic titanium, you bring a fabricator.
yeah.
This one's probably going to be a studio apartment. That's fine.
2 rooms we might need 2 rooms, but whatever. Easy enough.
We'll need magnetite for... I've got the aerogel in my pocket, but we will need the other ingredients for a thermal.
Do we need salt in any way? I don't think so.
Nah, we don't need salt.
Do we need diamonds?
Maybe, but we can get diamond there.
Alright, I'll bring a couple. We've got enough, like, storage that I don't feel bad just grabbing.
And we have so much titanium, we can always just make a wall locker if we need to be.
Do we need nickel? I don't even know what the hell the nickel does.
We'll need some nickel for jump jets. And crystal and sulfur for prawn suit jump jet upgrade. We need 4 nickel, 6 sulfur, 10 titanium, and 2 lithium.
I've only got 4 sulfur. I've got all the nickel, though.
There should be some sulfur in the biological.
Okay, then I have 4 sulfur in a different one, so maybe... I'm not sorting any of this at the moment. I'm just throwing it in like, lockers for, you know...
Yeah. But, one of the lockers near my fabricator should have enough crystal and sulfur in it. Unless I miscounted. But if that's the case, we can...
Find some down there.
Yeah, but we might not be able to make them there. Because of the... I think you make those in the moon pool. So we might have to make them here. I'm collecting lithium right now.
Okay, I've got enough. And then magnetite, do we need any of that?
We'll need we'll need some magnetite for the thermal reactor.
Yeah, there's a bunch of, there's a shit ton of lead here, too.
We would only need that for foundations to build on.
Alright. Okay, think that I've got everything other than a pile of titanium.
Yeah, there's only 2 lockers full of it.
We'll probably bring 1.
Man, where's all the lithium at? Did we steal all of it already?
Okay.
Got a diamond. There's a lithium.
Okay. And then, yeah, and then all I need is the titanium, and then we might need to build the jump jets here.
Yeah.
So
you should have the materials for them there, and I'll just
Yeah.
pick up some more lithium.
Okay. So let me check what I need for jump jets. Prawn suit jump jets, nickel, sulfur. So we need 2 copies of these?
Yeah, we need 2.
Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I've already got the lithium that we would need for it, so to spend the lithium we have.
Alright, I'll spend the lithium we have then. And then the rest of the lithium we can use for the upgrade. For the other prawn suit upgrade.
Yeah.
Alright, so it's 3 sulfur, 2 lithium. No, 3 sulfur, 1 lithium, 2 nickel.
I forgot to bring a flashlight, so I had to use my the Sea Glide.
Okay.
I'm just collecting some extra lithium while I'm here because we might need it for foundations.
Yeah.
And
All right.
we're gonna need plasteel.
Yes.
Because if we ever make that rocket, that's gonna require like a shitload of plasteel.
All right. Nothing docked. That doesn't matter. I should still be able to use this.
Okay, I got 11 lithium. Oh shit! Don't die. Okay, I just ran off a cliff.
All right. So I have made 2 prawn suit jump upgrades.
That is what we will need. And hopefully they'll make navigating the chasms a little easier.
Yeah.
Be sure to grab tablets. Although, are you still preparing?
I haven't left yet. No.
Alright, then I'll return to base.
I'm just about to take off here. So.
I'm only 800 meters away. That'll pass in a flash. Wonder how fast this thing actually goes. You gotta rediscover Reginald. Reggie is very important. We've eaten so many of them, and they've all been highly infected. Which is your favorite Reggie? I always liked Reggie Steele.
Ooh, that's tough. Like,
I'm,
Reggie, like, Reggie Ice wishes it was better because Ice is just such a garbage typing.
and nobody likes Reggie Rock. Really, Reggie Steele's the... There's also Reggie Gigas, but I was never big on Gen 4, so I was never that big of a Reggie Gigas fan.
I like Gen 4 a lot, so Reggie Gigas was there, but like...
The sounds it makes are the best in the anime.
The anime, all the Reggies make the Reggie.
But then Reggie Gigas sounds like a fucking bass soundtrack. Yeah.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab...
What did I disassemble? This copper wire is from the...
Alright.
Okay, let me make sure I have the stuff I need for a thermal plant. I need titanium and magnetite. Do you have the magnetite?
Yeah, the magnetite is... Double checking how much we have. I have 4 magnetite set aside.
That's fine. That's more than enough. Did you make you made the jump jutes? You made the jump jutes, the jumping jutes. The jump plus boots makes jutes. That's just how it goes.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't have any extra kyanite for...
We have 4 kyanite. That's it.
Okay, I want to bring a bunch of purple tablets.
Okay.
Just making one final pass. Okay, I'm also probably going to get something to eat before I leave.
Yeah, that's why I cooked a Reginald.
Benzene.
I'm gonna cook one more Reginald before we leave.
Polyethylene.
I grabbed some bulbo seeds so we could make one little bit down there for a bulbo, if that works. I don't know if it will. Hey, Reginald, what are you doing? Reginald? Hey, anybody told this Reginald that there's no water here?
Doesn't care.
It's okay. I'm gonna leave that Reginald alone, clearly. It's just having a good day. I'll eat a different one.
I don't want to deal with my fabricator right now, so come here, Reginald.
Unpowered.
Vital signs
Fine, I'll
stabilizing.
just eat the damn Reginald.
While I'm here.
Okay.
New creature discovered.
So I think we've got everything we need for, like,
Basic life elements.
yep.
Okay. Pack up the stuff. I've.
There's still a
Can you
ton of
get in the
titanium.
driver's seat of the Cyclops real quick?
Oh yeah, yeah.
You have to do. We have to do the ritual again. You know how like when sailors cross the equator for the first time, they have to shave their head and be thrown into the sea and all that stuff.
Is it moving?
Yep.
All right.
Do 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 do. Dun, dun, okay, there we go.
Welcome aboard.
Yeah, so that sort of desync is the reason we can't build permanent structures in here.
It perhaps is. I don't want to. I don't want to commit one way or the other.
Yeah, look. Okay, there are many reasons we might not be able to do this. Anyway, so time to take off.
Making one last pass to make sure we have mostly whatever we need, and I want to dump some more building materials in here.
You grab some tablets, right?
We have 3 purple tablets and an orange tablet.
All right.
Okay, I think we're good.
All right. Let's head off to Blood, and then we can start get a prawn suit. And...
Yeah, I can start the time loop again.
All right.
Okay, other than blood, we want sea dragon skeleton and lava reef zone on pings.
You'll want bubble slime as well. We go from blood to bubble slime to skeleton to lava reef. That's the pathing. Thump. I love hearing the thump. I feel bad about the thump, but like we're so huge, the fact that it makes an audible thump for a fish.
Yeah. Well, being alive is suffering, but not just for you. Yeah, honk.
Okay.
The character never eats fish again after escaping. Well,
Oh shit.
don't jump. I've learned that when somebody else is piloting the Cyclops, don't jump.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go diving here in a moment.
That's fine. If I die, then all my stuff will be here still. And I won't lose anything that important. Although, speaking of, I'm going to deposit the tablets. Okay, nothing extraordinarily important is on my person
Okay,
anymore.
I'm diving right now, so do not jump.
Don't say that. Now I gotta.
What? Crunch. Okay, that was kind of hilarious to watch.
I brought med kits for a reason. Wasn't this, but but I still got them.
Extremely not the reason, but you know.
So, bringing the Cyclops into the hole is going to represent something of a challenge. Because it's kind of like driving a trailer, only you have to make that trailer go in 3-dimensional space. But it backs up much better than a trailer, so it's not like a trailer at all. It's like driving a bus in Boston, is what we've got to do. The streets were not made for you, but you still have to do it.
So now I need to find So there's bubble slime marker.
Okay, is it time for me to hop out and bring the prawn along?
Yeah. Do you want the depth module for it?
Yeah.
Alright, hold on.
Should I, yeah, you set up I'll pull the module out. You set up the...
No. I already have the module in my pocket.
Oh.
We don't need to make the new one. So up here, up in the far right locker, there's a prawn depth module and a jump jet.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Where did the drill arm for it go?
Drill arm is in
There's a drill arm up here, but it's for the other one. Oh, it's fine. If we can't find it, I'll just wizard up a new one.
It's fine.
We had a drill arm. It might be in the storage
Yeah.
the prawn.
Hope there are mods for the Cyclops horns? Absolutely. There's gotta be, right? Alright.
What is this actually? What's this actually called? Prawn suit drill arm. Google produce. Exosuit drill arm module. Oh, hooray! I've created one. One funny thing though is I had to take one of the storage modules out, and now I'm putting a storage module in the storage module. Crash depth is now 1,700 meters.
Okay, we have 1,700 on both now.
Okay, I can kind of, you're gonna, if you want, okay. This is why I wanted you to drive the Clops today. You're gonna have to thread this needle. I can kind of spot for you, but the camera, the keel camera, the bottom camera, and the bump indicator are all gonna be your friends. Let me see how high up I can jump jet now that I have the jump jet modifier. Okay, 509. If I just press space. Oh, well, I never made a jump jet modifier before. Holy shit. I can... okay, so 509 up to 340.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
150?
Yeah, about 150 meters. Plus you got the grapple hooks. Yeah, you're looking good. You need to go forward a little bit. Okay, you're all clear.
Alright, how's the... Am I clear to descend a little bit?
Yeah, you've got total clearance. Maybe 20 more meters before your tail clips. Okay, you're good.
Rotate a bit.
That would be a spoiler.
One thing I can tell you is that the Mark III modules list maximum. That's something I noticed.
You're good.
Oh shit. A blood.
That's fine. You can bump it. You can bump into things. If things bump into you, it's normally okay. You'll be warned if you start taking damage. But it's going to be a little tight fit, but you are good to go.
Alright, and I am currently at above bubble slime.
And I'm following on right behind.
Okay, let me know when I'm in a position where I can descend.
You can go down about 15 meters.
Okay, I probably don't want to go down it much further than this.
Yeah, if you go over the slime, you'll it's relatively flat here, so you'll begin to start. You'll be able to descend here. Yes, Jen's made a submarine yellow. Okay, some pop in of some plants.
Yeah, I can't dodge that. So heading towards Sea Dragon Skeleton is our current destination. Oh, I think I hit a plant.
Yeah, plant happened. Yeah, you're clear now.
Alright, so I have to go under this tree trunk.
You should probably go under or over it would work, if there's clearance over. I'm just out here punching sea life.
Okay, turning.
You're good.
This is a intense movement.
Yeah.
I know the screen for you is pretty small in the top right, but it is something that's the size I have as well. It's oh shit.
Yeah,
oh wow, this is tight.
Yeah, you wanna lower. You're good to lower like at least 15 meters.
Nope, I just bumped something.
Well, let me come check you.
No damage, it seems.
Yeah,
but...
the tree popped in. You are narrowly in though. If you can go forward and start turning left.
Okay, there's the slime fall.
And the slime fall should be good to go through.
Alright.
Yeah, just start heading forward. I'll tell you when you can start descending. Okay, you're good.
Whoa.
Turn left or right so that you can become parallel with the hole. It's like parallel parking. You get out of the way.
How's now look?
Your tail is over. Try turning to the right.
Yeah, I was gonna say turning left seems not to be working.
You can pull forward a little bit. Okay. This probably is not going to work. You might have to re-straighten and then just... Get out of the way. Yeah, you might have to just pull forward straight and go down. Clip your tail a little bit on the cliff, but it should be fine.
Okay.
If you step out of the cockpit real quick, you'll be able to look to your left on the wall, and there should be a thing that has a damage indicator, just to see if you've taken any damage.
Cool. Okay, we're good.
Okay, these little bumpies are fine.
Alright, here we go. Just going down and gonna clip the tail.
Yeah, you wanna... Yeah.
Oh, I am...
Yeah, the game you do this on when you're playing solo on your own, like without a spotter.
Here we go.
Majestic. Okay, you're good. I have to follow behind you.
There are multiple ways down here, and they're all a nightmare.
Yeah, there's multiple ways down, and they all require you to thread the needle.
Yeah, like from Dragon Skeleton, we know that like to the right there's another path, and then like a couple other paths in different ways. I'm waiting for a pop in with Mo.
Yeah, it's a good thing to do.
Okay, so from here I need to reorient. Lava Reef is to the left about a kilometer.
To me, you're fairly tilted.
Yeah, I'm like it is slowly recorrecting. It looks like.
Now, if we have to, we can leave and rejoin. And that'll either create many more problems or solve our problems.
My UI is covered by fog.
Interesting. Let me scout out where we're supposed to go. I believe we want to go forward and then head left.
That's what I think as well.
Yeah, I mean, head out that way. There's a passage.
All right, so let's head that way. Let's get this into position, shall we?
Yeah.
And if we want to come back and explore the other part of Skeleton, we can do that with the suits.
Oh, no, don't do that. No, 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 no. Don't do that, me. Stay away. I heard the bay doors open.
Oh, shit.
It's fine. I just got too close to your belly. It's fine.
Take a drink. Oh god, we have to get down into Lava Reef Zone too.
Yeah, that should be okay. But one thing about Lava Reef Zone, anytime we are not in the Cyclops, we have to pull all the power cells out and put them in lockers.
Oh.
Because there's monsters that attack life points directly.
Right, okay. Okay, so we passed by Cube.
Yeah, Cube!
Cube.
You might not need to pull power cells out because we've got 3 extras, but the 3 extras are also for the prawn. I'll come spot T for you in a minute. Yeah, you're
We're getting
clear.
close. I see Lava Reef almost 400 below or so.
Yeah.
So like once we get over, there's gonna be like a cliff pretty quick, and then once we get past that, it's just straight down.
Yeah. Do you know how to use your perimeter system?
This bit?
Yeah, there should be a... did I not reinstall the shield? Our Cyclops shields might be gone. That's fine. I saw a monster, but its AI wasn't working. So,
Yeah, the shield module is not installed at the moment.
we definitely made one. I might soup one out and install it, just so that, in case we run into creatures. Okay, you're good. Wow, the jump jet modules let you fucking fly. It regenerates faster than it goes away if you just tap. Okay.
Now I gotta...
This is Lava Reef. I'll spot for you. You can pull forward quite a bit. Your tail's almost near the wall. They make the entrance here, at least, a pretty wide berth.
Looks like I'm just able to go straight down from here.
Yeah, you're able to go straight down. There's a fine place to park, I think.
Just park it.
Yeah. So you're right in the middle of things. You could go down quite a bit more if you wanted to.
Hold on. What's below me directly?
For me, nothing.
Right, we have to get the prawn suit out of here.
Okay, then you can go much lower.
We
Prawn
can bring
suit
it
has...
back-
Yeah, the prawn suit can now travel 150 meters, though.
Well, not until we put the stuff in it.
True.
Alright, how about... Can the prawn suit stand in lava?
No, but it can stand adjacent to lava. The lava
Right.
damage is also... It's about 1 tick per second, so it's not...
Okay, now looks like I'm above
My Windows license is about
solid
to expire.
ground.
Do you know my Windows license is about to expire soon?
Shit. Alright, I think I'm gonna exit here.
This is fine. Okay, now we begin. You find
Alright.
a place to park the prawn.
So... First we have the hardest bit of this.
Just deciding where to... Well, right here, there's like this little precipice area. I think if we just perch one of the multi-purpose buildings on the sides, or by this should be a fine place to
So
build
like
a base.
there's actually a thermo bit right here.
A thermobit, like a vent.
Well, it's like it's like visibly. Wow, I cannot be out here for long, can I? Huh?
Well, the water is nearly boiling if you're directly adjacent to the lava.
Okay. So like where you're standing, actually.
I was
like
thinking
this,
a little bit over here, actually.
the one I'm like where you're standing right here.
Yeah, just like so that it's kind of poking off over the cliff. I think that'd be cute. Is it letting you build there?
Okay, hold on, I gotta get closer. So like here? That's just floating.
It'll make legs to connect to the ground. But you can... what does foundation take? I think that takes lead. I don't think we brought any lead. But I brought lots of... Did I bring lots of lithium? That's fine. This thing's not going to be very big, so it's going to be fine as far as structural integrity.
Alright, I gotta go grab, you know, the goods for that. Six. So I need some titanium, and then we're gonna have our outpost.
I've taken 20% damage somehow. That's fine, though. Okay, we need a hatch. I shall collect materials.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Oh, you're building one.
Oh, I need a quartz for that.
Yep,
Alright.
there's some down here.
Yeah. I just gotta get back in. I also gotta, like, not die.
There's some med pit kits here if you need some.
Alright.
I want to get some food. If you get too close to the lava, you start to take damage. If you're far enough away from it, then it's mostly fine. As you might believe, humans were not designed to live in 50 degrees Celsius water. They were very not designed to live in 70 degrees Celsius water. Which makes me wonder if this is actually lava or not. So you think lava would be much hotter. If you build them stacked like that, we'll need to build a ladder, but that's fine.
It wasn't stacked correctly.
Oh, that's one thing I should do. I'm gonna go pick up some magnetite and some titanium, and I'll make the thermoplant.
Alright.
So right now we ain't got no power. Which means we can't
Yep.
breathe in there.
Alright, Alright, so we got house. A little warm in house.
Where did I put the aerogel? I know I had it. If I left it at the base, I'm just going to fucking make one. I'm not going all the way back for one aerogel. Yep, but here it is. Okay. I could probably go up and actually just fucking collect the materials for one here, but I knew I brought it. Can I build it in the lava? Yes. You think this is a good enough spot for a thermal plant?
I think that'll work.
It only says 50 degrees C, though.
Power restored. All primary systems online.
Okay.
You might have to... Did you build a... Did you build a hatch?
There's a hatch. Oh, God.
That's fine, I'll build a hatch. Yeah, this might not be lava. We might be we might have preconceptions of what this is. That preconceptions being living on a planet that has lava.
Alright, so we have power.
We do. You might not. We can check. If we don't, just turn on no cost and make another power plant.
It's got power. So... First things first. Ooh,
Welcome
there's
aboard,
2 hatches
Captain.
now.
We'll keep that in mind.
How do I ladder again?
You see these things on the ceiling?
Oh, you have to aim at those.
Yeah.
Okay. Ladder is made.
Disagree.
Of course, you can't see it. No cost to build yourself a ladder there.
Scusi. It's not letting me. Let me test something real quick. Okay, I can build.
Do you still see a hatch, by the way?
No.
What?
No, no, I don't. I see one. I don't see both.
Okay, that's what I mean. Don't lie to me.
I thought I interpreted my brain went to. Do you see 2 hatches? I was like, no, I
No,
don't.
no, no. Yeah, I destroyed a hatch.
Why? Why won't it let me build? Won't let me build ladders. Even if I aim at the thing.
Probably because there's already a ladder there.
Could you come deconstruct your ladder?
Yeah, hold on. Alright, I'm on my way to deconstruct a ladder.
And we'll see if it lets me build a ladder. And it'll... Oh, yeah.
I have one thing I need to do first.
Ah, yeah.
This is just...
Matter of pride.
Yeah. And then... Ladder deconstructed.
I can build, right? I can build. Not letting me build a ladder. You're in charge of upstairs.
It ate one of my titanium. You jerk, I'm not...
Oh, hold
I
on.
refuse. I refuse that. I turn on no cost just for rebuilding that ladder. Because it ate my 1 titanium. Screw that. Alright, we don't need the upstairs.
Oh, I know why.
There is no upstairs for you. I see. It's fine. What if we just use the first floor?
We'll use the first floor until we need extra space.
Yeah, like...
What all do we need to build in there?
Okay, we need the modification station. We're gonna need a... Alright, modification station. The... fabricator and... like a power cell charger. Probably the main bits.
Okay, here's what we're going to do. I used a fair amount of our titanium. You said to build stuff you know we need. I'm going to take the prawn out to look for some titanium real quick.
Okay.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Here's here's where all of the titanium is hidden.
Man, I can launch so fucking far.
So it's 1 gold table coral sample. And the modification station is diamond lead computer chip. So diamond lead computer chip. All right.
I have a copper wire somewhere. If we
That's
need
probably
like...
for the
No, I got it when I destroyed the water filtration plant.
no.
It's in my pocket? No, it's in the base somewhere. If you need
Advanced
another
wiring
computer
kit,
chip, you can
2
use...
rubies. Okay.
I remembered seeing stuff up here.
There's a big crystal of more
And more kyanite.
kyanite. Probably only would need like 1 more crystal, literally, for anything else we ever want to build in life. Oh, here you drilling.
I remembered seeing some large resource deposits up here. There's certainly copper large resource deposits. Let's hoping for some titanium. There's quartz. Copper. Gold. Yeah, worthless gold. There's rubies up here too.
Alright. Let me take everything out of this one.
Why didn't they put literally every resource deposit here? I want titanium.
I've got enough for all the like station bits we need, but I'm not gonna have enough for the module needs 5.
Well, I could get that much just finding break limestone.
Alternately, I can just kill the upstairs.
Kill the upstairs. We can salvage the lockers as we empty them out. Each of those is 2.
That's what I've been doing for the.
Are you
the
lead?
bits in here.
Lead? Who needs lead? Well, I'm gonna go find some break limestone.
Want to install a window? I think the place will break if I do that.
Oh! Drill titanium.
There you go. Good, brush it.
It's like the time where Quark sold Worf his tooth sharpener.
Bulbo trees are growing.
And they show no signs of slowing. Where the bulbo trees are growing.
Honestly, I probably don't need the upstairs. The bulbo trees probably just fit down here. Like this, the second floor is probably unnecessary. Like just thinking about space and what we actually have out here.
Seems reasonable.
one thing we're gonna want to do is pull all the stuff out of the Cyclops and put it in a more permanent storage. Like, you know, any of the extra bits we brought, just because like what if those lockers disappear?
Yeah.
So
the built lockers are strictly temporary.
yes.
How much titanium did I actually collect there?
11.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
Got 12. 13.
Because we need 5 of it for the module. And the rest for odds and ends. Oh, well, there you go.
That solves all our problems. I thought there was drilled titanium up here.
Good find. Okay.
Titanium really common on the seafloor, actually. But usually it's white, because usually it's in the form of titanium oxides. Titanium oxide is in fact so brilliantly white that it's what they make white paint out of.
Oh, I can grab modules. I guess I don't want to do that in this thing.
Oh, you can module it from there? Excellent.
Yeah.
What did I leave in there? Storage module and...
Just a storage module is what it looks like. And then you can look at storage as well. It's actually quite nice.
I did not know that. Usually there's little reason to do that. Because we don't have to... Oh, shit. Okay. Had to make sure I didn't crash into the Cyclops.
Alright.
We now have at least 20 titanium.
Alright, I'm gonna need to grab, like, a couple of that just to build a locker in there.
I'm doing that right now.
Okay, just so we can, like, exchange things.
There's now 2 lockers in the base.
Alright, I'm gonna start putting just stuff in them.
Drink some piss water. Wait a second. I can use this
Ooh.
fabricator?
That won't last. Like, I assume when we reload, that won't. We have a power cell charger here, too, so we can go.
I need to do that. Need to charge my prawn.
Yeah. Alright. So 3 lockers here. I'm gonna quick go empty out the lockers on the Cyclops, because again, temporary storage, that wasn't the point of them.
One thing I'm going to do is... Come here and look at this. Is this guy actually attached to our ship or not?
Yep.
These things... They attach to your ship, and they drain power from your hull. And they'll do that even when you're not in it, and even if the engines are off.
There's
So
a
if
couple of them around here.
Yeah, so if you, So if you're just adventuring around, you're just leaving the Cyclops up by itself, you come back, you have almost no power.
Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 of them here.
Let's check the power cells. Yeah, one of our power cells is completely drained. That could have just been from the journey.
We were at like 84% on the end of the journey.
But I've got extras.
And we have a charger. You can just go
Creature discovered.
throw them in there.
There's just a red eye in the base. Or in the Cyclops.
Alright, I'm... Again, slowly moving things out, getting those lockers and just moving everything into the base. As is usual, we probably overpacked, but I don't care.
That's fine. I'll handle up the last one.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave the tablets in the actual Cyclops lockers.
Okay. Yeah, like, the actual Cyclops lockers we know are fine, so...
It is the sea. Hello,
Yes.
Rosarasso, and cooking of Magmarine complete. And hello, Higgins.
How's upstairs look? Bulbos at 46. I'm gonna move the Bulbos down here once they're done. Like, once they're done. Because, like, we can just one floor this building. This doesn't need to. Alright. So, you need to need a module.
What variety?
The depth 2 on the other prawn.
Okay.
Because one prawn has one, and the other one...
One moment.
We're gonna have to pull that prawn out, aren't we?
Maybe. It lets me attach the arms from here. Does not allow me to attach pull the depth module out. Okay.
Should we pull it out?
I'm pulling the prawn out. It's going to immediately start taking damage. It shouldn't immediately. It'll immediately take damage once I pull the module out. So I'm going to try to get it as close to the thing as I can.
Alright, I have a repair tool at the ready.
Okay, it's taking damage.
Okay, I'm just gonna repair it.
It claims to have no upgrades.
This thing had all of its stuff.
Let me check the Cyclops. I pulled everything out to prevent this from happening.
I'm just gonna sit here and fix it while...
Hey, what's this? Here it is.
Okay.
I'll put it in. Okay, what does it need to make? Is everything inside the house?
Everything's inside. There's the modification station as well. You just need three kyanite, 5 titanium, and 2 lithium, and that should all be in there. I'm just gonna kind of keep repairing this. You know, casual in the lava, just, you know, fixing up the prawn suit, making sure everything's cool.
We're good. Although, do we have a jump jet for it?
Yes.
Okay.
It needs a jump jet. I'll put that in it now.
Although, one thing I want to do.
I'm gonna put the... Oh, is it okay if I put the jump jet in?
It is. I was just swapping the grapple arm sides. No, I did it the opposite of what I wanted to do. I wanted to have to even the other way. I wanted them to be on opposite sides so I can differentiate them for now.
Oh, yeah. Alright.
Not that it matters, but...
Okay, so then we want to pull the, out of the, Cyclops, we want to pull the power cells?
I already pulled them out. There's one charging. Unless you want to go, like, exploring.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
No, I think if we're going exploring, we're going exploring with the suits. That's my thought process. I know the Cyclops is like, we can explore with that, but might as well use the suits.
Yeah, might as well. Let's get your jump jet in.
We have, yeah.
Let me go pull the power cells out.
Bulbos are at 62. Again, I'm gonna move the bulbos downstairs and then destroy the upstairs afterwards. Because irrelevant, we don't need the space. Nice to have a little backup house, though.
Okay, the first locker downstairs has all of the power cells in it. I'm going to bring 2 power cells, an orange tablet, and a purple tablet with us.
Okay.
But now it is safe. It will not be destroyed by leech plants, or leeches.
Alright, where's...
So where do you want to go first is the question.
Oh, what's, is that Pronsu floating?
It might just be Dark Soulsing.
Okay. Well, I've got two places I wanted to check. One was, like, going back to Skeleton.
Yeah.
And going the other directions. And 2 is deeper to Lava Reef.
Okay. I think if we go deeper to Lava Reef, we'll want to redock and explore with the Clops. So this is a good opportunity to go back up to Skull then.
Yeah.
If you just hammer on that space button, you will go up and up.
Holy shit. Not kidding.
You'll run out eventually, but it also refills like instantly when you
Okay. So yeah, this will be a good, I should probably scan that buddy at some point, the leech.
there'll probably be some stuck on the Clops when we get back. What am I grappling is failing to grapple.
Same.
I'm just gonna let my boost recharge.
Cannot grapple anything. Okay, there we go. That was weird. The grapple hook was having a time.
Yeah.
Still having a time. It basically won't grab a wall. Funky. At least I got upgraded jump jets.
Yeah.
If I didn't have those, this would be a lot more annoying.
I never bothered to make them before because I never wanted to pick up crystalline sulfur, because this is all they are for. Are you able to grapple now?
Yeah, yeah. Just having a weird time. Alright, I'm trying to find you now.
I'm looking right at you. We're nearish by.
Okay. So, back towards Skeleton. Yeah, I see you now. Alright, I'm gonna come over towards you.
Just putting the drill arm into the docking bay. So I can have my punch button. I don't know why it causes me such problems that using left click makes my left arm go. Probably because I'm used to playing shooters where the gun is on the right side of the screen, but you pressed right and left click to fire the gun on the right side.
Wow, you ever wanted gold,
Yep.
gold?
As much gold and copper as you... And there's also lots of silver down here. Come here, you.
Oh, I grabbed it. Oh my god.
Oh, don't explode each other. I think it's dead. Yeah, we killed it. Let me repair that damage I inflicted on myself by ramming into you.
Okay. So yeah, the idea here is I want to check out the other paths that we didn't take from Skeleton. What'd you find there?
This copper, I was just punching it. Here's some silver. So really, they put a lot of stuff down here. So this is a fine place to build a base just with local materials even.
We probably didn't need to bring anything. Totally.
Yeah, but it would have taken forever to collect all the stuff we needed.
Yeah.
Plus we needed lithium, maybe. Here's some titanium, but who cares? I'm just going to follow your lead.
Alright. Yeah, my plan here is just head back towards Sea Dragon Skeleton and then kind of keep moving forward from there. Oh, shit.
Yeah, cube.
Pop in.
Here's one thing, you can kind of glide by just getting some momentum with the boost, letting off, and then like tapping it slowly.
Yeah.
And kind of coast.
Then we have infinite power boosts, so...
I wonder if the boost started as a module rather than a thing that this integrated into the vehicle.
And then, like, realized that it kind of needed it for its basic movement. Okay, so we have two different directions to go here. We have, like, so from Sea Dragon Skeleton, there's 4 directions. We have, like...
Over there's where we came from. Look, we came from the northwest.
Then in northeast is, Lava Reef.
So now we've got south.
So we've got southeast and southwest, basically. So let's go southeast. This might go up into, looks like Degrassi Deep Hole might connect here, but it'd be nice to know that, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, the slime waterfall has odd collision.
This biome contains unusually high concentrations of organic and fossilized remains.
Okay. Over in fossil biome.
And the jump jets are so good.
Yeah.
I'm glad we made these. We gathered that worthless creature egg.
Sulfur, yeah.
I'll pick up creature egg.
Sure. Alright, we got this big open area. There's a little bit to the left here, too. That's like a slime zone.
I'll head to the right then.
There's like these slime waterfalls.
There are big fossils here. It's going to be popping over here. So I found a giant rib cage. Yep, I can see some hanging moss of something that's supposed to be hanging on something.
Nothing behind the waterfall. Oh, there's the big rib cage.
Yeah, here's a giant skull.
Waiting for the giant skull to pop in.
I'm standing on it. So yeah.
There we go. Ooh, it's got like some fungus.
There's a fungus among us.
Okay, not scannable. It's huge, though. You ever wonder why fungus and amogus exist and Paris and Parasect exist?
They wanted to have the same gag as Voltorb again.
I'm drilling this.
Lithium?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good Nirvana song.
We might not need this, but...
Uncollectible orbs.
Punch orb.
What happened? Oh, can we double slurp?
Oh my god.
Like, there's no reason to double slurp lithium, but...
Right. Like, the amount I just grabbed is like 10 more than we'll ever need again, but like, we don't have any, so I figured, like, if we need... Actually, no. Plasteel ingots, how many do you think we'll need?
A fair amount, but not... If we needed more than, like, 6... Actually, I can... Oh, shit! Scary monster suddenly appeared! You are getting attacked.
I see it. It's not doing anything, but I see it.
How's your damage going?
95.
Okay, we've had the game disagree about that before. We might want to hightail it out of here.
Alright, let's head back. Do we want to head back towards Sea Dragon Skeleton then?
Either that or head further this way.
Sure, let's head further this way. Screw it. No, we're just heading back to Degrassi Depot. This is gonna link up.
You've discovered the secret. I think there are 3 entrances
To this central area.
Yeah, and I think we found just across the deep hole. There was one in blood.
And then there's a third one somewhere.
I think we might have found it at some point because we've definitely been places with crystal and sulfur before.
Yeah, like we're 500 from Degrassi Deep Hole, and this also looks like a place you could bring through the. Okay, I'm heading back towards Sea Dragon Skeleton then.
There's one number in the background of this mod. What do you mean?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Getting bigger and bigger. I don't understand.
I don't understand either. I'm scared now.
What number?
That's such an ominous thing to say.
A number that just continuously grows.
I could just put that on the. I could put that on the stream overlay. Am I going the wrong way?
I'm coming towards you. You're a little off. You're going a little bit north when you need, or west when you need to be going northeast.
Yeah, I'm going here because I saw an interesting zone.
Alright. I'm following behind you.
Where is this?
Near nothing we have. Like, we have no,
I think this might be the third entrance. There's some odd plant life up here that I don't remember. Because the way I'm used to getting to Lava Reef Zone is not one we've used. I haven't noticed any landmarks that I'm used to.
Interesting.
Which is good, because this place looks like hell to get the Cyclops through. Holy shit.
Yeah, look at how many, like, narrow gaps. I don't know where we're going.
We're going towards blood. Because I can see some blood right now. Yep, we're in blood. We just found another entrance.
Okay. So this was like a different way, not going through bubble slime.
Yeah.
Alright, let's head back to Skeleton.
I'm stuck on a tiny plant. That is one thing. I forgot to bring extra markers, but we can just make those now.
Yeah, that's part of having a base down here. I have one in my pocket. Haven't seen anything that I super want to use it on, but you know. You can really get speed in this thing.
Yeah, especially if you can get a good grapple, let go of it, and then Spider-Man, and use the jets to keep the momentum carrying you forward.
How the hell do we get the sea dragon skeleton?
Yeah, if you continue your way, you'll see a way to go left eventually.
Oh, like we'll just loop.
I think so.
Or we can just head towards Lava Reef Zone. That's fine too. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, now we're heading. This is gonna be a heck of a different experience when enemies like start doing things.
Yes, the big scary monster that I was afraid of, but you were just kind of like, yeah, okay. that thing will, that thing can destroy a sea moth in about 2 seconds. Yeah, just cause style grapple hook to accelerate.
All right, I'm heading back towards Lava Reef.
The prawn is a lot more sturdy than the sea moth, but it can still be destroyed. The Cyclops as well. I've never lost a Cyclops, though. I've never lost a prawn either. But I had lost a... Before the dozens of sea moths we had destroyed, I had never lost... I had only lost them via violence. And mostly due to big scary monsters that would chomp it immediately. A fully healed sea moth can get chomped once and be almost dead. But if they get you twice in a row, you're just fucked. What you picking up?
Some titanium,
Just
I
because.
see it. Might as well.
I clipped in the world. People say that's happened. That never actually happened to me with a vehicle.
We've
But
lost a couple vehicles to that in this.
funny thing, the prawn we had die to that actually clipped into Lava Reef Zone. It clipped through the ground,
Directly into Lava Reef Zone.
which makes me think. I'm gonna turn on the beacon for Life Pod, and I'm gonna look directly up. Yeah, we're not that far from Life Pod 1. We're just a kilometer below it.
Huh.
I had lots of bugs happen to me because I played this game in early access. Yeah, the warp forward stuff. It didn't work when the prawn
We could
clipped
not.
now.
Yeah, we could not get the prawn out that way.
Yeah, the prawn wouldn't warp. Warp forward would work for me. That's how I was able to get out from the ground.
So we had to let the prawn die, and that was the beginning of like. Then we had 12 prawns explode while we were Cyclops.
Yeah, which might happen again.
Yeah, it's gonna be. We might lose one getting out of here. We'll see.
That's why we're going to take all the modules out of it, then try docking it.
All right, heading down.
Heading down. Make sure not to crash into anything.
Sea moth. Or not. There's sea moth, the Cyclops. And here's a parking spot. Okay. All right.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to park. I'm gonna leave the depth module and the prawn suit jump jet, and if it blows up, I'm just going to make a
Replace
new
them.
one. Okay, before I do anything, I'm going to docking procedure.
Emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
Docking procedure is step 1: put the power cells back into the Cyclops.
Yep. 50 Celsius is a lot more realistic.
Yeah, it's halfway to boiling. Okay. Now I will get into the driver's seat. I've gotten into the driver's seat. I will now attempt to dock.
Good luck.
Who needs luck when you're as good as I am?
It's true.
That's one of my favorite jokes, because I'm not really good at anything other than Yoshi Cookie. Shit. Docking is much easier with the jump jets.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
We're good!
Ooh, okay.
It kind of lagged there for a second, so I was a little spooked, but we good.
All right, okay.
I'm dying of thirst.
Do you want some bulbos?
Sure. I drank some piss water, and I got mostly better.
Here, I'm a. They'll get old quick, but I'm gonna put some bulbos in the.
Yeah, put him in a locker downstairs, and I'll come chomp on him.
Okay.
Welcome aboard.
He hates hacker fucker.
All right. Bulbos have been placed in a locker downstairs.
How many should I eat?
Give me a moment to tell you.
I ate 4 of them.
You can eat all of them.
Okay. Do you need any food and water? Oh, you're full.
No, I'm full.
Do you want a med kit? There's a med kit in that same locker for you.
Okay, I'm moving the bed.
Shodan saying hello, hacker fucker.
Hello, hacker fucker. Pathetic creature of meat and bone. Alright, and then...
Okay, I need to... Oh, God.
What up? No building, huh? Any different? Is the base just gone?
No, the flower bed is there.
That's the only... I deconstructed the flower bed in high. What if you leave the server and come back?
Seems reasonable.
Because, like, if I do it, we might end up the wrong way where it syncs to this doesn't exist.
Plus, it's easier for me to leave the server than you, because I don't have to hide anything.
It's true.
Because I'll just tell everybody who wants to know that my IP is 127.0.0.1.
Yeah, if you would like to hack Nelbin,
If you want to hack Gnome Bitten,
it's pretty simple.
I think ::F would also work. Is that loop back in IPv6? I think it is.
If you're looking for to hack mine, it's 192.
Let me guess. I'll finish what you're saying, because I'm hello hacker fucker, and I know your IP is 192, 168.0.1 or 0.2
Oh,
or
oh,
1.1 or 1.2.
Hacker fucker. Oh no. Shit.
There's a lot of devices that connect to my network and then unconnect a lot, so I kept getting bumped off my IP for port forwarding. So I just set mine as 192.168.169 and haven't had any problems since then.
Nice. Alright, here's hoping this all functions.
I just revealed my network diagram to everybody.
30 seconds to chemically new.
Alright, looks like the building's visible to you now.
Building's back.
Fully ingested. Please press the activation.
It's giving me the. It's giving me
30
the.
seconds of air.
Yeah, it's giving me the piss water note again.
To act.
It always gives me the piss water note every single time I come back in.
You and have a nice day.
Okay, so yeah, I destroyed the top floor because we basically don't need it. This is a
Your prediction was
Yeah.
correct.
okay.
Although
That sucks.
I might need to. Actually, do have some power cells I want to charge.
Okay.
At least the music is kicking now.
Exciting.
I was actually lying. I have 4 completely charged power cells.
So, deeper?
Yeah. Let me come deposit some power cells into the clops, and then
Captain, all systems online.
Can you get in the driver's seat of the Clops?
sure. I was the last one to touch it because I was doing the
Yeah.
docking procedure.
So, how far off does it think you... Alright, hold on, I gotta turn off 1 billion.
I'm also going to have to do that. I also need to do this.
Warning, maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
Well, there are 2 efficiency modules in here for the Cyclops. They don't stack, so why did we have 2?
Hey,
Yeah?
question for you. Where's everything in the base?
Okay, you've not left the server.
Check them.
There's some titanium.
All those other lockers had all of our other stuff in it.
I'm going to make a spoiler. We've reached the end game. There's no new materials for us to find. So
It's fine. It's fine.
it's basically fine. So, aside from like,
Building the Neptune is gonna be our final bit. Let's I still need the Cyclops isn't here though. I can't pilot it until you like. get
yeah,
it.
I was coming to check.
Yeah. Sadly, it's it reports that it is 1,000 meters away.
It might take a minute. Gives me time to do this. There we go. How am I at 89% power? Hope there's not a leech on me.
So I want to watch you show up, but I'm gonna burn to death.
Get in the clops or in the prawn. We can swap off on
Yeah. Okay. Because I know all the med kits are on the Cyclops. Alright, where is it at? Alright, the Cyclops is 500 meters and coming straight down.
Yeah, I want to watch this.
It looks like it thought it was surfaced.
If I do...
Alright, here we go.
Can you hear that? I'm honking the horn.
No.
Okay, before we get to going, I'm gonna make a quick onesie looking around for leeches.
And I need to eat a health pack. I can't believe our new base, just everything got eaten.
It's
Whatever.
fine. It was insured. We'll get it back.
Yeah, it's true. Alright. You take over on driving, I'll follow behind. We can swap for the second half here.
And I'm going to... Yeah, because we did the hard part, actually. Which was,
Getting down here.
yes.
Alright, do you have a crush depth of 1700? Just making sure when you get...
It says
17.
13.
That's not correct.
Yeah, it isn't.
Warning. Maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
What Cyclops depth... We had Cyclops depth module 3, right?
I upgraded it and specifically changed it to that.
Yeah, well, 1 second. I know we had one, because it said,
Like, that's what I first spent my kyanite on, was swapping that. Maybe it, like, resynced to you?
who knows? Worst comes to worst, we could just make another Mark III, because we have all the materials nearby and all the equipment. But I'm just going to,
Well, we don't have any of the materials nearby anymore.
I mean, just in the natural environment, actually.
Oh, yeah. Like, literally right behind the base, right here.
Okay, crush depth's up. Let me get my chat
Okay.
back open. Not Twitter, I want chat. Okay. Am I going up or down?
Well, we're heading down. You're gonna want to turn around.
And the color looks weird in the camera.
We want to head this direction.
Okay, I'll follow you.
Alright.
Are my lights on? Okay,
Yeah, all your lights are on.
It just
but
looks weird in the camera for some reason.
I think your lights are on, but they, like, are reporting super dark.
It kind of makes it look, kind of makes the lava farther away look like pizza.
Pizza. Oh, are we in Oblivion?
We're in Oblivion! Yeah!
Hey!
Gotta find some salt.
It's been a while. Okay.
I'm trying not to run into you. I have one creature decoy that I
Yep.
can launch.
No shields.
I made a shield because we definitely had shield. I showed it off once and it drained 10% of our power. Remember?
I remember that. Oh boy, here's another hole.
Hole. Look,
So-
Gordon. A hole.
Whoa! I heard that.
Oh. So that's a sea dragon.
Well, shit.
He's confused. Even in the normal game, their AI is a little weird.
So we have a hole we can go down here.
I think we don't want to go into the hole yet. There's also a big-ass mountain. But I'm going to go into the hole just so I can park away from that thing. Because if it sees me, and it decides to use its thinking brain,
Ahead slow.
it will attempt to destroy me. I need to park in such a way that I can...
Get out.
Yeah. Now, there's a little bitty patch of land right here. And it'll be okay if I... Now, if I can pull forward a little bit. Okay.
Ahead stand engine powering down.
Alright, and then... This part's usually safe. Alright, so you're gonna come up here?
Yeah, I'll come up.
Alright.
Where'd my jump jets go? Everything's just... it's the final
hey,
level.
Hey, dude!
Yeah.
Can't scan that.
You might be able... You might have to go closer to the head.
Yeah, it just shot fireballs and shit at, like...
Yeah, it shoots fireballs. I think they explain it as it eats rocks and then vomits them up at prey.
Alright. See you trying to make your way out.
Yeah, I'm basically here.
What's up? Alright, let's head up this mountain.
It's prawn around. The other thing about these guys is they love to scream. It's an absolute favorite thing to do. They're like a bloodborne.
Understandable.
I also love screaming.
It's like that. There's a tweet like 3 days ago that's like a cat screaming. And it's like, it's always screaming. Why aren't you?
I'm turning off a lot of
Oh yeah.
beacons.
You're not gonna.
Okay, we good. The thing AI isn't working correctly, but it was still looking at me. I think I found something.
Oh. Where the hell are you? Oh, there you are. Ooh, there's like an inside here. Individual crystals. Oh. Hello.
Remember this? Leviathan species has been assigned designator Sea Emperor. Bone samples from Emperor specimens indicate potential for Kara immunity. Single specimen captured for study at purpose-built containment facilities constructed in volcanic region at depth of 1.4 kilometers.
That I do remember.
We're on a volcano. For some reason, you can just find little single crystals of kyanite here. I don't know why.
After you've already, like...
Saw giant crystals of them.
I guess you never got the drill.
If you never got the drill, there's also magnetite down here, but who cares?
Ooh, here we are. I see a facility.
If you wandered in here for the sea moth, you know, just 300 kilometers below crush depth.
Right.
I can see, okay, you see more of the facility than I do. I see the bones, but not the skin.
Okay, we gotta find an entry point.
Okay, pop in. We good.
Alright, so time to, like, check the sides for a hole.
Now it's much easier since we can fly. This is where you lost your prawn suits. Yeah, didn't you? Oh, there's a moon pool right here. Didn't you die in here and then had to like come back for your sea moths? Order the T in my chat also streamed this game.
Oh dear. Oh, okay, you're on that side.
Yeah, there's just a moon pool. Actually, there'd be air in here.
Hold on, I'm trying to...
I get out of the way.
Okay.
I want to continue in the pride because it makes me feel big and powerful. How does it look when I'm walking? Can you see actually my foot? There's some disagreement about the Roomba. I got a pet. His name's Charlie. I give him walks every day.
Yeah, how do you look?
Oh god, it is messing with my movement.
Oh, is the robot trying to attack you?
Yes. Also, there's supposed to be ion cubes here.
Well, we would be carrying a bunch of cubes, but... Oh, shit. Insert ion cube.
Actually...
I want to create an ion cube, alright.
I'll tell you how. But I also want to see if there's actually ion cubes here.
We should have 3 on us.
There's none on my body, there's some in the Cyclops. So it is precursor ion crystal, all one word. So this item space precursor ion crystal.
Cool.
I also have a purple and an orange tablet on me.
Well,
Before we go into the Stargate...
we should probably check the rest of the area.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's a Stargate.
Okay, it says there's various stuff here. So we should keep looking.
Like this.
Yeah.
Oh, insert tablet. When I see a thing in here.
Ooh.
Blue tablet.
So we traded a purple for a cyan.
Acquired.
Okay.
I guess it's just the entrance.
Come here. To me.
What?
What do you mean, what? Nothing abnormal happened. Okay, over there is just another moon pool, but there's a way down.
Yeah, I saw it down. Are you sure nothing abnormal happened?
Yeah, nothing abnormal. Just a normal. Just a regular old normal.
Uh-huh.
Whatever that was. another purple tablet. I
We
only,
have multiple purple tablets up in the...
yeah, I only brought one though.
Ah, heck.
Wow.
Integrating new
If you hang out here, I'll know where the beacon is at least. We'll see how long it takes me to go. I guess while I'm doing this, you can explore the Sea Gate, or the Stargate.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just go off and explore the Stargate. See what's on the other side, you know. If I end up in another galaxy, that's fine.
Well, then you'll get off the planet, which is exactly what we want. Man, I really should have brought a beacon, because I don't know where
beacon. I'll place one here.
I don't know where the hole is to get out.
Oh.
If I just head towards the Cyclops?
Yeah, if you head towards the Cyclops, that's in the hole, and then if you head towards Lava Reef from there...
Okay, I found the hole.
I'm gonna place a beacon in here.
Getting in is easier than getting out. Love it when this ambient bass track kicks on. Also get an opportunity to see if there's any leeches stuck to the... I'm so paranoid about the leeches because they've ruined me at least twice.
Alright. Goodbye. I am in another facility.
You're 1.5 kilometers away.
Yeah, I'm trying to like compare. I'm like about 1 kilometer from base Alpha. I don't have a beacon with me. I just set my last beacon right by the Stargate so that I knew how far away I was from this, and so you knew how to get back to where we are.
All systems online.
You drink some piss water.
Is this the
This might be... Are you by mountain?
Yeah, it might be by mountain. I turned off that beacon, so... Yeah, this looks like mountain.
Normal.
I think I recognize this place. I think this is the area we were before.
Oh god, we got far enough away that the dragon started having a brain. Shit.
Oh, you gotta... Oh dear.
I'm also being toasted. It's fine. I should be parked far enough away that we are safe. So these guys are buggy, and even in the normal game, they
So here's the cutscene then.
oh god, he's right by the entrance to the hole. Don't harm me!
Okay, so this is the thing that would turn off the bit. But we're currently infected, so...
Yeah, so we can't.
Okay.
Okay, I brought some ion cubes too.
Alright, I'm coming back. Walking very loudly.
Stargate Atlantis. Well, that is what this is.
Basically.
I should have made another beacon while I was in, well, I can't, there's not a fabricator. Okay.
Get going through the Stargate, my computer hates that. Holy shit.
Lag zone.
Well, like, all of a sudden the stream died. Like, that was, the encode just went straight to hell. Alright, where are you?
If you just head down the stairs.
Oh, hi. So down further, and you broke the purple.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And the force field let this open. You click on the data things here.
Integrating new PDA data. Primary alien facility location updated. Volcanic area connected to this cave system. At depth 1.4 kilometers.
Yeah, this is called the Alien Thermal Plant.
Okay, so constructed within a natural chasm south-southeast. So close by.
Yeah, it was the hole we found.
Yeah.
I can scan the Alien Thermal
Oh.
Plant.
Also, it tells me about like where the power's going. 35% to the quarantine enforcement platform.
Uh-huh. So 35% of the thing's output was enough to sink the Aurora and the Degrassi.
Yeah.
The Degrassi wasn't a big ship, but the Aurora was.
5% to the self-warping quarantine enforcement units. 10% to the Arch network. 10%. So it's 10% of its power is just the warps.
Yeah, the Stargates.
So those are expensive. Sanctuaries, Alpha, Beta, Kappa. Disease research facility offline.
That was the big destroyed cube we found, I think.
Yeah, and then primary containment facility, 20%. That's the area we haven't been to, and then 20% on reserve.
Okay, so about 2/3 of what it took to blow up our ship is what is taking care of the primary containment facility.
Okay. Goodness. Also, there's an orange up here.
I love oranges. It's actually not true. I'm kind of medium on oranges. I like orange flavor. I don't like the fruit that much. I like tangerines a lot more.
Integrating new PDA.
Ah, so now we can make stuff with ion cubes.
Ion power blueprints from alien data.
Can make-
Blueprints stored to databank.
So we can make
Okay.
ion batteries, and with ion batteries we can make ion power cells. If you look down at the Neptune rocket, the reason we haven't been able to make any of the Neptune stuff yet is that it requires...
Where's Neptune in here?
Okay, we make the platform, and then from the platform we make the rest of the rocket. We need ion power cells to as enough of a fuel source to escape the gravity well of the planet.
Nothing else we have can get us up there. Okay.
Yeah, like the power cells we can make with just crap laying around does not quite have the oomph to.
One sanctuary for each eight. Yeah. Yes. For each light party. Yeah. Alliance A goes to one. Alliance B goes to the other. Sure.
We found some of those. I don't know if we found 3 of them, but the little alien zones just out in the world.
Yeah, those are just the generic ones.
Those are the sanctuaries.
Alright, I need to get back to my suit. I guess we've got a,
Go to that cavern.
Alright.
I forgot exactly where the hole was. It was over here. Yeah, we just head towards the lava reef zone thing, you'll find the hole. towards the Cyclops. Yeah, it's down here.
Oh, wow. Bit of a pain to find.
Yeah.
Nice of our sponsor, Corp, to send a spaceship blueprint that can only be powered by literal alien tech.
Yeah, I bet that if you were in like a place with actual manufacturing, like the Altera, the Aurora itself was capable of. It had a warp generator, so maybe we need the power cells because we aren't able to make a warp field generator or a warp engine with what we've got.
Oh, that's not out.
Yeah, there's. I think out's over here.
Oh. Aha.
Yeah, the caves are dark, and
There it is. So then we just head back over towards,
yeah, we found the hole before we found the facility, so we already knew where to go. I think.
But we... Well, this is northeast.
Yeah, but the hole continues on down. Like, if we get in the hole, you'll see that it goes beneath us, like towards.
And if it goes south, then yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so get in the hole and find a parking spot in the hole. Oh, yeah, I see it head south in here.
I think we should just leave the Cyclops here. Which really means we didn't have to bring the Cyclops this far in.
Alright, well...
How you doing on food, water, power?
Awful. That's what the Cyclops is here for. Doing fine on power. It's actually food. And then we got that base going. Good.
Is there any eat fish here? There is. I undervalued the still suit.
Yeah, I'm full on water, but it's fish I need right now. I'm gonna release some Reginalds into the wild. Oh god. Reginald, please. Reginald, my friend.
I needed some health kits.
There's a bunch of them on board.
I'm taking some lava-based damage.
Looks like I lost that, Reginald.
Oh god. I need to,
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Don't worry. Don't worry about anything.
Okay. I just saw you turn off all the power.
You left. Okay. I don't actually know if the interior lights affect anything. Okay, I'm good to go.
Trying to scam this lava lizard. There.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Says exposure to magma, so...
Okay, this was your... I know this is your prawn because it's beat the hell up, and mine was perfect.
I'm quick grabbing another med kit. Alright, we're running out of extra med kits.
Well, I grabbed some.
Oh, okay. Then
So I've got 3.
If you've got them, then you're fine.
I brought 2, and then I was going to give one to you, but then you had the same idea. Oh, did I steal your... Did I move your prawns?
Yep.
Okay, take the prawn you see. I was getting out of it to repair. I'll follow you. I can see you.
Okay.
We'll sync we'll sync eventually.
So they said south-southeast, which is directly in this hole.
And we are now past 1,300 meters, which means if you had not built your Mark IIIs yet, we couldn't be down here.
Alright, I see a wide open space. Hopefully a facility will load.
Just some screaming manta rays. So the floor is lava.
Yeah, I've noticed that. I see some squares that look like they might load into something, but...
It's not the wrong idea.
Oh. Hi?
I am what you seek. Want to help you.
You keep saying things. Something happening?
I'm getting phone calls.
You've been eating too many Reginalds.
No, I'm just getting a couple phone calls, you know. It's fine.
You know, technically we're on the clock. You should turn your phone off while you're at work, gents.
No. What if I get texted by the boss?
No, that's exactly what Altera says. You have to accept text from your boss, but you also have to keep your phone off at work.
Right.
Here's some cubes.
Aha!
Only the courageous can see this
Right.
facility.
Up here's a pool.
Okay, will it load?
It loaded just as I got in here.
Same. So here's why we had to go to the power facility before we came here. I'm pretty sure this is a blue tablet gate.
Yep. So I was hoping that too, Verdant Squire. That would have been great.
It's a tiny cube.
If the tiny cube was the facility. Nice.
Translated
Oh, thank God! This is the part. This part's working.
warning. Vaccine development program terminated.
So this is a very special thing. I'm pretty sure this regenerates every day.
Live specimen
But
evacuation.
mineable cubes.
Oh. Alright, so we'll use this to power the platform.
And then after you deplete the cube, it might happen for you. Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
It begins synthesizing more. I don't
I'm
want.
gonna get out and start scanning around.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay in because it still counts as water for me.
Really?
Yeah. I guess the loading thing that that said this is now air didn't load for me.
Circular object. Holographic projectors. Alien statue. Unpowered. Strange carving.
Yin and Yang. Did they come to Earth and influence us? I think that's what one of the
Oh, it literally says that.
yeah. Why is that such a common like sci-fi trope? Yeah, here's a sword.
Ancient sword.
Ancient Earth blade.
Blade.
Yeah, I don't know why they need to make it so that the precursors like came to Earth.
Blood samples on the blade match the DNA of 7 separate heads of state.
Yeah, this is an executioner sword.
So,
And
So
DNA analysis became even better.
so aliens came to Earth and murdered a bunch of leaders with this sword.
Oh no, maybe the aliens got influenced by China. That's very true. Could be what happened.
Yeah, it's the other way around. Yeah.
Tracking implant.
High bandwidth. Implanted inside one of the individual life forms to 4546B, which that number is actually familiar to me. It's on the loading screen of the game. In the little advertisement for Sub-Zero or whatever. It specifically calls out that unusual box.
Has somebody played Portal 2? Portal. Friend Cube was in Portal before, well, right? I'm not just...
Yeah, I was in Portal 1.
It's been a long time since I played Portal 1, so I don't remember.
Huh. It is a cube that will destroy all living things, leaving all buildings alive. Translation device. Device translates into the alien language, not the other way around. Empty case. Oh, maybe we can build these. Nanobots. Unwise to release them. Alright.
So this is a little lore facility.
Alright, well, we have a couple ways to go in lore facility. Ooh, double lore?
This room appears to be a biological archive storing more than 40 indigenous egg specimens in different states of development.
Egg.
Egg? So many egg. Can't do anything with egg.
There's a download station over here, though.
Where? Oh, hi. See Emperor research data. Specimen size categories have been adjusted upwards to accommodate this species.
Yeah. Eggs.
Okay.
Enzyme
Okay,
42.
So number one, it eats like a whale. Entirely on microorganisms.
Has eggs.
Number two, has eggs.
The one they have might be infertile.
Yep. Number three, enzyme 42.
Execute enzyme 42.
To break down its food and expels it into the water. This substance neutralizes the bacteria. Okay. So the biggie makes stuff in its...
Yeah, the big monster can digest the bacteria that the Kara plague is.
1,600 years old. Scar tissue suggests it lives in excess of peak lifespan. So we need a healthy emperor specimen.
And they might have killed all the ones they found trying to find a cure.
Well, rip. Drink some water. Well, we still have places to look around. There's also a big egg on a crane game over here.
Egg. Can I crush you? We never established that. Nope, I phase right through you. I can't grip you either. That was probably the first and second things we tried. So, but
we have to keep trying them. All right, so we have an opposite direction to go. Actually, it's this way.
Oh man, I passed by 69 battery without even realizing it. On the 68. That's not nearly as nice.
Oh, hey.
Does it want cube?
Yeah, hold on. I gotta grab a cube. I'll get your back.
If I get out, you'll be able to... It'll crouch.
I grabbed a cube out of your back.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Alright.
Going in!
See you later. Oh, shit. Where the hell are you?
I am a kilometer and a half above you.
You're on the surface above me?
I'm not on, I'm underwater still. Although, no, this is supposed to be surface. Because there's mushrooms out here. Although, there's also green moss. Let me see where I am. I think I'm in a, I think we've been here before. Yeah, this is a, this is one of those, we've been here before. This is a, one of the, remember they said not the habitats, the, what word did they use? Anyways, one of the alien locations that the power's running to. This is one of them.
This is like beta.
Yeah.
Anyway, when you come back here, I'll put another cube in, another pedestal, and then you can check out a new area.
Okay, going through the... I think it now thinks I'm in air now, because I passed through the filter. The little gate, the airlock gate.
So now
It fixed. It got fixed.
Okay. Good. Alright. Let me get... Ooh!
Where are you at?
Alright, I'm fine. I'm coming to you.
I see you now.
Alright. Yeah, no, there ain't anything here.
I'll get the cube.
Yeah, you get the cube. It'll catch up sooner or later. You know how it is.
I did just travel 1.5 kilometers.
Alright. $600 meters.
Ah, I think this is where I usually enter lava reef from. Is this biome?
We're at Bubble Slime.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just take a different route from Bubble Slime, or like into Bubble Slime.
Because there's this really big-ass tree somewhere that I remember. And I remember passing by the tree when I would go to Lava Reef Zone.
Alright. Good news, y'all. It is behind a waterfall.
Hey! Finally!
Alright.
So if you had not found these places on your own, if you had somehow gotten all the way here without finding them, this would be a way to find them out.
Well,
Plus, it's just like cool.
Like we did here.
Yeah.
I certainly didn't find any of these. Alright.
Yeah, finally a video game.
Alright, heading back. We still have a lot of exploring to do in the main facility.
We'll see if it resyncs us back up.
I'm gonna need a food soon.
Me too. I might go out and look for some fish to catch and knife. Our food consumption has gone up because of the piss water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go collect some boomerangs and stuff. The ion cubes are back, so if you need some, you can mine them.
Okay. Well, hell, I can just take them out of the back of my own. Okay.
I went the wrong way.
Okay, you want to go up, though.
We've just come up to the dumbest part of the game, and I'll let you find it. And I'm absolutely going to cheat to get past the dumbest part of the game.
Integrating new PDA
All right.
data.
According to data logs, Ninja's Leviathan, unique substance, enzyme 42, which inhibited symptoms. Okay. So they had one captured, but, like, when they had to lock down the planet, like, everything went straight to hell.
Okay, I'm going to your prawn suit, and I'm going to put an II and a magma ring in your storage bay.
Okay. Found another teleporter. I'm gonna take that and see where we end up.
Oh, you might want to come get your food, because it'll spoil.
Yeah, I'll do that in just a moment. So where the hell are we now? 300 meters below. I'm gonna turn on my beacons.
You've gone where I cannot follow, I think. Because the spots didn't load in quite right, unless you went here.
Okay, this is over by Mountain Hole.
Hmm.
I'm gonna quick come and grab that food before I explore this more.
I'll be in the lobby. I'll just put it in your prawn suit.
Sure. Oof. Your prawn suit finally loaded.
Yeah. Yeah, if you get in and then sit down, it should squat. Although, yeah, there you go. That one of them got old, I think. That should be fine. It'll just cost you some water.
Alright. Anyway, back to where I was. Thank you for grabbing foods. Alright, so yeah, this is the one that I had just turned on. Was that 300 meters below?
Yeah, it's a vaccine, but they also describe this as a bacteria. So it's alien, you know? It does not quite work like Earth stuff. Yeah. So yeah, I think this is, if we get out here, I think we'll end up in around closer to home, actually. I think the flora here looks like... Yeah. Oh, by the way, this, if we want to get some stuff to eat, these purples, you can eat these.
Oh.
In the alpha, they were called Kush balls, but they had to change them because that was a trademarked term.
Really?
Yeah, those little because they're named after Kush balls, like these little squishy toy balls.
Okay.
They did not know that it was not a generic term.
Okay. God, I wish I had a beacon to slam here. Oh well.
Wait, hold on. Can I bring this shark in with me? Can I drown it? Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. I want to take you for a walk. Ah, she's fighting. Yes!
Oh my god. What do you do? Oh god. It's swimming like it's water here. I'm leaving. Well done.
Now this is real fishing, yeah. Oh, that makes this a JRPG. Yeah!
Yeah! Sweet. We did it.
JRPG needs fishing.
JRPG needs fishing. Them's the rules. Alright. I got 2 more rooms to check. Ooh, what do we have here?
Okay, loaded for me finally. So remember those vents we saw everywhere?
Oh, so this is grabbing...
So,
Like-
oh man, not all the things loaded, it looks like. Oh no, you can see, look in the tubes. You can see peepers in the tubes.
Yep.
They designed peepers to be like a prey fish and to be super delicious so that they would come here to this base to distribute enzymes to slow the progress of the virus.
If peepers have evolved to distribute the enzyme via the pipe network, this may explain part of the mechanism by which life on... Oh, this is 4546B is the name of this planet. Okay.
Yeah, this is 4546B. So yeah, the peepers just kind of naturally carry the enzymes of the leviathans around, so they made this chamber to like supercharge it. And the peepers love the vents. So there's just this... This is not actually that unrealistic. It's like when they modify mosquitoes to lower mosquito populations. They capture, modify, and then re-release mosquitoes.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's just like a tube for the peeper tube. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
peepers deliveries. Actually, there's another way over here, I think.
Nope. Oh, there is.
It might just be downstairs. Look at the peeper tubes more.
Still. Oh, you just appeared out of the tube.
Welcome aboard.
I'm a peeper. Oh, is this a map? Or is it just shapes? What is a map if not just shapes, you know?
Yeah.
That's the United States.
Alright, we got one more area to check, and then we got, like, the main two bits to look at. Okay.
I love how fast the leash drags me because it thinks I'm underwater for some reason.
And another cube zone.
You got a cube?
Yes.
Wait, I'm gonna do this. Ah, damn it. I was gonna see what happened to it. I didn't make it in time. I was gonna try to stand it and see what happened when the cube, when the Stargate enveloped me. 240 meters.
Alright, and this is Mount Mush. This is right below Mount Mush.
Mm-hmm. Let's see where it exits. Oh! I found another capsule. A time capsule. You don't, oh, you see it. Yeah, you get to do one. So what did this have in it? This had...
Stasis rifle, a habitat builder, a laser cutter.
Mine had 2 cured Reginald and a bunch of large filtered waters. And they wrote a fucking nerd poem in it. Thanks for the nerd poem. And for really the food.
Mine just had like a generic note.
What did the generic note say?
Don't fear the unknown, something like that.
These might be developer ones. I don't know if the developer made the time. We definitely got a real one, though, last stream. Because it had typos in it.
Alright, I'm heading back in.
It's sick. Can I touch it?
Oh, God. Remember, you can get on top of it. That'll be enough.
Shit. Okay. Whew.
Did that work?
I got... Okay, I got stuck in the geometry, but now I'm... There we go.
Oh, my God. That would have been a pain in the ass.
I'm happy we found actual time capsules. Because I played this in early access, by the time I played it when it was open, I had never found any time capsules. Just I had already beaten the game when everybody else was just getting it.
Okay, then we have up here to check.
Little museum. So this is a Sea Emperor.
We got a lot of other things around the edges.
Do the aliens like green, do you think?
There had to be, like, somebody who just hated it.
Maybe they're colorblind and they think they're just using gray to white lights. But, just happened to be this green.
Alright, well...
There's one more thing to do. And we're definitely going to cheat at it. Because this game pulls, like, the biggest waste of time ever.
Okay, so there's the gate over here.
Yeah.
So this gate wants another blue tablet.
As far as I know, you have to make this one.
Alright, and then I'm just gonna look at what that is.
It's just an ion cube and a kyanite.
Oh,
It's easy to make, but it's like such a waste of time. Like if you came down here with just the prawn, not the cyclops, you'd have to go all the way back.
so for us, this wouldn't be that bad. We literally just walk up to our fake base.
Yeah, but we'd still have to go like half a kilometer up and down. So we should just spawn one.
Yeah, it's actually a full meter.
A full kilometer, yeah. So just precursor key _ blue. It's like,
and then we did it.
because you already need a blue tablet to get in here, and there is no second blue tablet. Like, there just isn't one. Like the reason you can make tablets is so that if you lose them, you don't get stuck.
So I can't enter here.
Okay, if I go, will it load?
Here, come on back. I'm just gonna...
Yeah, I'll come on back.
Oh,
And...
there it came. There it went.
Okay, there we go.
Nope. Nope, hold on. Shit. I'm dead.
Or you can use, like, slash back.
Yeah.
Although you could actually make the, No, I brought all the ion cubes with us. No! Like, it'll be through the chat, not the,
Oh,
console.
how the hell do I open the chat?
Why?
That went to my spot of death.
Let me look real quick. I know I can teleport you. I might have to do it through the server, though.
Holy shit, I'm below the base.
Okay, so... I had to do slash. Okay.
I need to get in your suit.
Yeah!
It now thinks we're underwater, so I have to get in a suit now.
Where'd my suit go?
Oh shit. Do you see the suit?
Well, this one, I believe, was mine.
Welcome
No, this one was yours. Mine is, Okay, it's coming back. Can you, Okay, we're just syncing up. Let's just go in the hole.
I cannot move anymore.
Okay, let's wait for you to sync. You're coming towards me. And
Yeah.
then we'll... And then we'll swaps. Okay, 400 meters.
Yeah, hold on.
Now, this is a very common thing that's happened. Sometimes the prawn or sea moths will just seize up, and
This,
the players just swap vehicles. It fixes it.
yeah, we've had this happen, I think, every single stream.
Or at least every other stream.
Yeah.
Okay, almost there. Just 100 kilometers, 50. I see you flying through the air. Moonwalking. Thrashing about a little bit. Okay, and now? Do you see me? Yes, we see each other.
Yes. Okay. This one's stuck as well.
Okay, let me get
That
in
one
and...
looks like it's stuck in the wall. Alright. Well, let me try getting in the one you just moved. This one moves. Okay.
Okay. You're walking while you're crouched, so you look like a dog scratching its
Same.
ass on the target.
So you.
Itchy!
Alright,
got-
so we have a,
Mama didn't deworm me
Oh
today.
my god. So we have a moon pool, it looks like.
We do. Woo! It should be the last thing we do today. Mmm.
Detecting unusually passive behavioral patterns in nearby predators. Reason unknown.
Oh shit. I'm gonna get out and scan things.
I think... So you can't scan the big one.
Oh.
We get it scanned elsewhere.
Environment scans indicate the water here is rich with a rare, plankton-like life form which depends on the organic detritus produced by the ecosystem around it.
So all the stuff here is passive. And this big one, the very big alien, should be moving.
But it's not.
But, it's T-posing. So let's explore around, and then call it a stream. So, actually, we'll have to, we still have to build the rocket,
Yeah.
but we might have to cheat some if this thing doesn't work. Because this is the thing that was causing your hallucinations that I wasn't having because I'm not you. I'm the ghost.
But it's not awake.
Yeah. So let's look around. See
Oh, I
this?
see some. Oh, I see some things. Looks like egg.
Yes.
Okay.
I wonder if this works or not in the mod.
Incubator.
Oh! Cube.
Insert cube. Inserting cube.
We both inserted a cube.
My young need to hatch, to play outside this place. We have been here so long. The others built a passage to reach the world outside. I asked them for this freedom, but they could not hear me. If you help us, I will give you freely what the others tried in vain to take.
I am. Let me out of this whack-ass crystal prison and you can have the cure.
And you can click on this thing.
Insert hatching enzymes. I cannot activate that.
Did it not give us the... Okay, we should have gotten a blueprint. Okay, did that work for you?
Yeah, where's that one in?
I think it's under advanced materials. Yep, so we need to make this so that we can hatch the eggs. All of them are fairly common, except for one. The sea crown is incredibly difficult to find.
Okay.
Because we probably even have scans on literally everything else. We probably don't have the scans on sea
Oh,
crown.
she's supposed to give the blueprint one of the dialogues, and that must not have happened.
Yeah. Also,
Things. Oh.
she should have turned this on for us.
This buried Stargate. I'm grabbing a peeper. I discovered a peeper. I found this.
Actually, real quick, I'm going to leave and come back.
And just see what happens.
And see what happens when you're alone with the monster.
How am I going near it then?
Nope, she is just not awake.
Howdy. I'm gonna try leaving the pool and coming back into it.
Yeah.
Oh! There we go.
Oh, I just logged back in.
Hi! Howdy.
Are you here to play? Others came here once. They built these walls. They played alone. They bored me.
30
Now
seconds.
they're gone. And instead,
Welcome aboard,
we
Captain.
have you. We are you swim with the current or fight against it as they did.
Passing
Cool,
100
okay.
meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
But is she moving? Is she alive?
She's moving.
Okay, my world is like half loaded.
Still suit equipped and capturing
She's having a
body
pretty good
moisture
time just sort of
to
swimming
Ugh!
around.
residual odors and bodily fluids before re-ingestion.
Not really able to do anything else.
Okay, no, she landed.
Next 3 seconds.
No, she didn't. Please come
Chosen not.
make the plot happen.
Chemical taste
No.
neutralization. Thank you and have a nice day.
Maybe if
Okay. Hold on,
I do this. Okay, I reinserted the ion cube. Yes. So
she's not landing for me.
Oh, she landed and then got up. No, wait.
Maybe I needed.
Okay.
But-
Maybe. Are you gonna...
Maybe you need to. Oh, there it is. There's the stop.
Okay, she stopped and she blew the sand away.
Okay.
So this is going to make the stupid fetch quest much more convenient.
With the passage you have opened, my young can leave this place. But first they must feel the time is right and break free of their shells. This is what the others could not force from me.
Okay.
To you, I give the secret willingly.
So
Well,
there's a,
thanks.
there's a teleportation nexus up here now.
I need to find my dang
It's
suit.
over there.
Alright. Reading about the lifestyle. Oh, I'll read about this one while I'm not underwater. Alright, small herds around ocean trenches coming up. Family size limited by food. Laying eggs is a once-in-a-lifetime event. Hatching on specific conditions. There is no evidence to support the assumption that all members of the species are immune to the bacterium. Even so, okay. Well, she's been stuck here for a while.
Yes, and she is too big to leave. But the younglings, we saw how big they were because we saw one of the ones that they had butchered up.
Yep.
So let's see where this Stargate goes. This will be a good place to stop.
Alright.
I could keep playing forever, but we've already gone half again over what we usually do.
Yeah, and I have stuff I need to start quite early tomorrow.
Ah, so I want to do all night.
So, I have a Netrunner tournament to play in.
Excellent!
So, well, that's bad.
It's good and bad. We're by Mountain Island.
Oh,
I don't know why the base is so sick.
I just landed in. Oh, okay. I can hear you just going at it.
Yeah. So, here's what I think we should do. You head on back to base. I'm gonna get back in the teleportation metric, a nexus. I'm gonna go pick up the Cyclops and bring it home.
All right. Where the hell is base from here? Oh, not too bad.
Yeah, you can get there pretty okayly. But we can't leave we could just leave the Cyclops down here, but we probably shouldn't.
All right. One thing I want. I'm gonna have to go steal a beacon and put it on this.
You can just move the Mountain Island beacon to...
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna steal Mountain Island for it. Problem is I have to remember... Oh, God! Also pop in.
Yeah, pop in.
I'm having some incredible...
Man, getting out of this with the jump jet booster is so much better than getting out of it without it. Getting out of this with the prawn with just the grapple and the base boost is like such a fucking ordeal.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Because your jump jets barely do anything in air, but when you have the booster, you actually can. I'll pick up some more ion while I'm here.
More cube.
Alright, so we did a lot today. We navigated all of the lava zone. It's not actually that big. Having both, it went a lot smoother just because having somebody to spot for you when piloting the Cyclops removed like so much of the difficulty. Usually it's really hard.
Alright, so stealing this beacon. Cool sequence when you're loaded correctly. Oh.
Yeah. Well, that's one reason to replay on your own, is to experience the game as it. Oh fuck!
Oh, you're.
That thing. It popped in right on top of me.
Speaking of experiencing the game.
Yeah, there's one of those down here.
Oh, the hell big dudes?
Those things are also not sea emperors. They just look a lot like them. A lot of the life on this planet follows that particular form. It's actually kind of cool. Because it's like, you know, how basically there's lots of quadrupeds on Earth. Just because a lot of the life on Earth shares common ancestry. It's kind of like that. Of course, there's plenty of other,
Alright. So here's the gate.
Okay, board Cyclops.
System failure. Warning. Maximum depth reached. Power damage imminent.
Alright, so now I just need to head back to actual base.
The Cyclops claims to be at negative 2147 power,
They have stolen so much fucking power?
but the engines are running.
The Cyclops works on debt. It's fine.
But I can't use the cameras.
You're fine. You get to work on debt.
I think I had unsigned integer problems. I can take power cells out, but I cannot put them in. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go.
You can still drive.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave without. Oh, maybe. Oh no, hold on.
You turn off the engine,
Powering up.
and now you can't turn it back on.
Maybe.
Oh,
Ahead flank. Emergency speed. Ahead slow. Ahead standard.
Now I can't move.
you had your chance.
Yeah, I took the power cells out. The power cells aren't at... They're all full, though. Okay, this is fine. I'm gonna leave and come back.
Alright.
And if it doesn't work out, we'll just leave the fucking Cyclops down in the hole. It did its duty.
We already are. We're done with it. It's fine.
You can even take the Seamoth to the... Although you shouldn't take the Seamoth through the portal, because it'll instantly realize that it's at crush depth and will die. But, you can just take it to the mountain island.
This is extremely silly. I love it.
And we're experiencing all new kinds of glitches now. But nothing has been that bad. We lost a bunch of shit we really didn't need.
Yeah. That's probably the worst thing we had was like we literally like because like
Passing 100.
so every other glitch we had is something that I feel like it's either like a weird multiplayer bug or like it's something that you just kind of get to laugh off.
Yeah, but them stealing our material... Because we were already so established.
The loss of all of your goods feels like a breach of trust with the game, like in the sense of like of all possible things that could happen, that's one that should never occur. Like you like that should never happen. Like
yeah, because it's the one thing where if that had happened at our real base, it would have been devastating.
Well, I took most of the stuff from our real base. That basically was all of our stuff. Like we have nothing left.
We'll
Like
find
in
out.
the sense that there is no gold, no copper, no hey Reggie. You know, that sort of thing. Like it's we're effectively on no metal resources.
I know we have a shitload of titanium.
Yeah, we still have all the salvage we took.
And I can...
But-
Okay, so it's not great, but honestly we didn't need most of that stuff at this point.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
But it wasn't great.
Yeah, I'm happy Reginald's just having a good one here. You know.
Okay, I successfully docked the...
All right, and it looks like you got power.
Yeah,
You got
leaving and
light.
coming back was what I needed to do.
All
But
right.
once you're at base,
I'm at base.
okay, we can call it a stream then. I'll on my
Sounds
own.
good. Get things back. Yeah.
I'm just gonna take the route that we took to get here.
I'm gonna quick take all the fish out of.
And I might pick up some like lithium and gold on the way home.
Yeah, copper, gold, silver, just any resource is gonna be useful. Alright. Putting fish back in fish house. I think that I can hold a fish like this.
You can just have a fish.
But yeah, I still don't actually know what I'm doing tomorrow. My idea originally was I was gonna stream Worlds,
Yeah.
but there's a ton of obstacles to making that in any way functional.
You would definitely have to stream a delay.
Well, okay. I have to stream at a delay. 50% of the stream, if not more, is going to be downtime. Some rounds I'm probably not going to be able to stream. And like, I can't. The commentary isn't going to be any good.
Ooh. Why's that?
So, part of the setup for the tournament is that there's a World's Discord, and like you just jump in a Discord with your opponent.
So you would have to okay. So this is probably not something. Is the event going to be streamed?
Yes.
Okay, that's probably what we should just do.
Because yeah, the issue there is then I'm no longer talking to nobody, like talking to the chat about my plays. I'm actually there with my opponent.
Yeah,
and,
so you can't like talk about your hand or what your servers are, because then you'll be just fucking up, giving up the whole game.
Yeah. Also, I need to like, this introduces 2 additional elements of literally just having random people on the stream.
Yes, which may or may not be cool.
Right, and like the bigger part there is that I would absolutely need to have them like be cool with it.
Yeah, so it's just like lots of things.
Like, and the that element, that final element is the one that makes it that I don't really want to stream I don't want to stream a 9-hour stream where I don't have control of what's happening. So what I'm planning on doing is, again, if the opponent's fine with it, just recording the games.
And maybe do like a recap later.
And like record the games with us, chattering over it as we normally would, and as we would be playing the game, kind of like me and Dakota are in games. And then either coming back and having me and Dakota talk over the game, like commentary wise, or if the game is interesting enough, just go with what we've got and upload that.
I'm being attacked.
I can hear something.
I hit flanked.
Oh, do you have to turn on the shields?
Yeah, and I've got holes.
Do you need me to show up and help in some manner?
I'm very far away.
Yeah, I have a sea moth that can like sort of get over to you.
Engine. Overheat. Heads down.
How am I getting my sea moth?
Okay. I also think that there's leeches on your side that are attached to the hole that I cannot remove.
Your battery is getting super drained.
And I just lost a lot of it because I had to power. Plus, I have to get far enough away that I can get out and then repair the hull damage. Lots of exciting things all happened at once while we were winding down the stream.
Indeed, which is why we didn't totally end it. I have to put... The Seamoth doesn't have a battery, so...
Yeah, I stole them. I stole all the power cells because I thought something like this would happen.
How do I power a Seamoth?
You need 2 batteries and a rubber.
Okay, got it.
Engine. Power.
Okay.
Alright, I'm coming towards you.
You don't need to. But thank you for the concern. I just have to
Yeah.
repair the hole.
I mean, you're going to be getting to a depth where I can at least, like, assist.
Okay.
But yeah, so just talking out the options, I was, for the most of the week, I was thinking about streaming it, but the more I've looked at, like, and thought about the issues that arise with it, my biggest problem is that because there basically doesn't seem to be a point to the stream in my eye. Which is to say, if I have to stream on a delay and I'm talking with my opponent,
And you can't stream basically.
There's no way that I can converse with the stream while anything's occurring. Both in the like I'm being hyper delayed because of I'm being because there's a delay and I won't be able to answer questions, which that's fine, but the double of it, like where I can't commentate even on the actions that are happening live, that's the killer. So
Just too many things happening all at once that just are not conducive to stream. Okay, so I escaped the scary monster, and I'm on my way out.
okay.
Worst thing that can happen is I run out of power before I get home, but if that happens, I just yank the power cells out and take them home.
I've completely lost you. Oh, there you are.
Yeah, I'm out.
Yep, I see you surfacing now.
This is a really convenient entranceway. Sad that I never knew about it.
Blood worked out pretty well.
Yeah, blood was pretty good. I think the one that I usually use is actually the worst possible entrance.
Alright, do you see me?
Yeah, I see you. I'm heading towards base. I'm gonna try not to ram into you. I'm surfacing.
You're at a hell tilt.
I did ram into the ceiling some as I was desperately trying to
Yeah.
Well, I was trying to get my power situation sorted out, and then it's a warning, creature attack, and I was like, what?
I'm taking a look for leeches. I don't see any.
My power is certainly getting drained like there's a leech.
What entrance to the river do we go in? I don't know how to explain what blood is.
To the blood kelp zone. We found an
Yeah,
entranceway in the blood kelp forest, and then we went to the
Yeah.
Lost River from there. Then from the Lost River to the magma reef zone. I know the official name of blood kelp. I know the official name of Lost River. I don't know the official name to lava reef. It's just lava reef zone.
Lava Reef Zone. But yeah. That's part of the plan, Verdant Squire. Nope,
Did you hit some fish?
no, Seamoth got stuck.
Do you want me to stop so you can get in?
Yeah.
Yank the power cell out of the CMOP before you go. I'm at 8% energy.
Oh my god. But yeah, that's part of the plan as well, if I plan on recording it. But yeah, I don't know. It's just like all of the plans I had for it just don't seem to be as viable as I want them to be. Specifically, the combination of the fact that I'm going to be conversing with my opponent and streaming on a delay means that I basically am, like, I don't think there's anything I actually bring streaming that's unique. So
We'll pick up that CMOTs later.
yeah.
We've,
you lost power, huh?
yeah, we're out of power.
All right, I gotta sell. I'll go put it in. All right, hold on. All right, you get like half of a power cell. You get going now.
We're at 6%.
It's
We've
going
got-
down very quick.
We've got 500 meters to go.
Giving it all she's got, Captain.
I'm just going to try to get some momentum and then
8%.
coast.
Emergency speed. Warning. Vessel
10%, 2%, 1, and we're out.
ahead standard.
Okay, now we're coasting. Okay, so let's rip out all the power cells.
Yeah, we're 300 from home. We could just swim that with a sea glide, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll rip out the power cells on this side.
Okay. I'm glad I brought all those extra power cells. I didn't think we'd need them.
Well, that's what happens when your Cyclops is at negative 200% power. Or
It was
whatever.
at negative 2147, so it was in the negatives by 2,000.
Oh,
I don't know
there it
why.
There it is.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, it occurs to me I can't breathe in here.
Yeah. We're by the surface though.
Yeah, yeah. That's the biggest thing is that if I'm streaming, so because I am with Netrunner, I would be streaming audio, talking with my opponent. Like, there's no way for me to get around like just 2 of my rounds. You know, it's completely reasonable that an opponent would not be comfortable with a live streamed match.
Yeah.
You know,
They didn't
extremely.
they didn't sign up for that. They signed up to play some Netrunner, not to.
Yeah, right. Like, not to be entertaining folks or be effectively doing something on my stream. Like, that's not their job at all.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And especially because, like, what if they don't want others to know what their deck list is for
Yeah.
future rounds. All of a sudden, like, oh well, no, their deck list is public if you saw it on this one stream, you know. So there's a number of reasons why somebody would be.
Okay. But as for this stream,
So
we accomplished a lot. We have 2 goals. We need to make the enzyme, and we need to make the rocket.
I put all the power cells in here.
Yeah, I'm getting them charging.
So we made it.
We made it.
We finally have the end of game. Reginald's still hanging out here. Can you see Reginald?
Yes.
Okay, good. Just, it's fine. Leave Reginald there. Don't.
You saw me take out the knife.
Oh, don't. Do not. Anywho, so sadly that does mean I need to like kind of can the stream plans I had for it tomorrow, which sucks, but whatever. It also means no Xenoblade tomorrow. Though Xenoblade finished plot-wise last week, so taking a week off here doesn't feel too bad.
Might do something later in the day. Who knows?
Yeah, it depends on how long the event goes. I might just jump on and do things. The event is scheduled to start at, like, I think 11:30 check-in, 12:30 start, my time. 7 rounds with a break between rounds 4 and 5.
Reasonable.
Rounds being 65 minutes. So, yeah. Anywho, that's the future though. So yeah, I guess no planned Netrunner stream for me tomorrow. Only unplanned streams tomorrow and Saturday, which and technically if I do well enough in here, no stream on Sunday.
Ooh.
So we'll see how that plans out.
Me and Kaz will be doing some more Pathologic 2 tomorrow. That game's been fun.
Nice. So.
Alright, everybody. So next time, we gotta make that enzyme. Do I still have the blueprint for it? I do.
Yeah, good.
Gotta get some ghost weed. And
Alright.
by the time we come next time, I'll have the Cyclops something. I'll have it sorted out.
We'll figure it out. All right. Anyway, we have some big goals for next time.
Either only 1 or 2 more streams left, I think.
Yeah, probably 1 or 2. Like, just
Maybe 1.5.
maybe 1 long. I don't know.
I
1
might go
this length.
Yeah, if we go 1 this length, I think we can definitely finish up
1
next week.
3.5 hour stream.
Yeah.
All
Hey,
right.
we had a 3-hour stream, but then like Beast Attacks gave us an extra hour. But
yeah.
thanks for joining, everybody. Thanks for slio9 for playing Subnautica.
Yeah.
with me.
All right. Catch y'all later. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.